You report the news that nobody else has the balls to report.
508. 508. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. Where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rep no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Me and my crew will hit you with that right, left, leave you toothless. Yeah, cause
you have a job? What do you do?
Some true shit. You don't wanna mess in this cup, we left you cats in the ambulance. Food stamps, leave your clothes bloody and damp. Then we're scooping up your tramps. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See,
let's get this party started, shall we? Yo, what's up, Turtle Ratters? How's everybody doing tonight? Good, excellent. Welcome to the Turtleboy Live Show, folks. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. I thought I put this in the chat already, but I guess I need to do it again. Okay, I'm going to pin that to the top. There we go. All right, cool. Welcome to the Turtleboy Live Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. This is the Saturday night edition of Turtleboy Live. We are here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. On Thursdays, we do a little thing called Turtle Club. You can join that below. It's $15 a month. You get ad-free with that, and you get access to the Thursday night premium stream on there. So jump on that. You also get a free T-shirt. You just have to message me about it first, okay? So yeah, that's about it. It's a cool thing. You're supporting Turtleboy when you do that. And by joining Turtle Club, most importantly, you're fighting censorship because, guys, the way that they try to silence me, the way they've been trying to silence Turtleboy for the last few years is just cut off your money streams. Like, that's what they want. I mean, I've been banned from PayPal. I got banned from Rev Content. I got banned from Google AdSense. By doing all that, they basically made Turtleboy Sports a site that could not possibly make any money. So I went and formed a new site called TB Daily News, okay? But, you can't count on these outside companies like Google. Like, they might take away AdSense on there someday. I don't know. So the best way to really fight censorship is by having supporters support you, basically. And you can do that by joining Turtle Club. It's only $15 a month. You get extra shit that nobody else gets. And most importantly, you're supporting free speech. We got a few hundred people on there, so it's a good time on Thursday nights. Come join the fun. Okay. Speaking of, also we are, banned from using the monetization aspect of YouTube, which was inevitable, in PayPal and all that stuff. Venmo, I can't use any of that. So we can't have a super chat where normally you would donate money if you wanted to. If you like what we're doing, you kind of donate during the show, and a message pops up, and like a little colorful message, and you get to write it in there. So that's gone. So we built our own chat thing, and it's called, dude, okay, look it. This guy asked me to, 2 weeks in a row now, he's asked me to say happy birthday to his buddies. I was going to do it, but now he's messaging me again, and he's like, can you do it? And now he's calling me. So I'm not doing it now. Don't do that, okay? It's kind of weird that you'd ask me this, like, whatever. Like, I'm running a business here, running a show. Don't call me and do that during the show. I was honestly going to say happy birthday to your buddy. I'm not doing it now, okay? Anyway, now I'm frazzled. Okay, where was it? Deb, where was I in the rant? What was I talking about?
You're talking about demonetization and
demonetization. Thank you. So we built our own. How you doing, Deb, by the way?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, welcome, yeah. So we built our own little thing there. It's called Turtle Chat. So you can donate money on that if you want. You get to write your own message. And when you do, it comes up on a little, like, I'll show you what it comes like. You can write your own, like, I'll show you what I got. I get an email notification when that happens. So I bring this up, right? So you can write whatever you want on your Turtle Chat. This person donated $25, and they said, I can't wait to see smiles on the 28th at the school drop-off. But again, you can give a shot. This would be where you can say happy birthday. If you wanted to do a happy birthday message to one of your friends or something like that, do it on there. You put it on there, I show it. I have no content. You want to call out, maybe give out a shout out to your boy in cell block D, or, maybe your baby mama owes you child support or rent or something. That's the way you can call them out, do whatever you want on there, etc. Okay. So, smash that like button too. And how many likes we got on the video so far? We got 48 likes. Keep liking it. I went and shared, like all our social media pages. I did an Instagram live this afternoon. Follow us on Instagram. I guess it disappeared. Deb, Deb, do you ever do Instagram?
Oh, not usually. Not a lot.
I did a live on Instagram today because we got like 1,400 followers on there. So we are at Turtleboy at Turtleboy_daily_news. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a space. So I did a live stream on there on my phone. And then afterwards it's like, do you want to post this? So I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't know what that means. And then it wouldn't let me post it. So the video is gone. I don't understand how Instagram works, but I'm going to try to, I'm going to have to figure it out. Yeah. I'm getting too old with the Instaface. So, on Facebook, Clarence Woods Emerson, Turtleboy Sports, and Uncle Turtleboy. Go like all those pages. On Twitter, you can follow me at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy. Because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor. And at Turtleboy Phone as well. You can follow me at all of those. So get on there and the Turtle Chat. So I think we are done. So how we like to start off every weekend show is a little introduction there. Little thing called Where Are You Reppin'? So please let us know in the comments right now. Where are you watching the Turtleboy live show from tonight? Go ahead. And keep hitting that like. Subscribe, please, if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. And most importantly, hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Let's see how many thumbs up we got so far. We got 60. Okay, it's climbing. All right, who do we got in the house? Tucson's in the house. Taunton is in the house. Grafton, Framingham, Abington, Manchog, Sturbridge, Somerville, Naples, Florida, Canton, Abington, Framingham, Grafton. If I said some of those, another Grafton, a few Grafton people already. Worcester, Mattapoisett, Prescott, Conway, New Hampshire, East Taunton, Mashpee, Nashua, Long Island, Hanson, Prescott, Massachusetts. Where the fuck is that? Mattapoisett, Brockton, Marion, Ohio, Whitensville, Millbury, Somerville, Malden, Middleborough, St. Albans, Maine, Danvers, Dover, Delaware, Buxton, Maine, Whitensville, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Glendale, the Cannabis Store, Scituate, Boston, Suffolk County. Let's see, just Boston will suffice. Plymouth, Medford, Grafton, another Grafton, Easton, Nashua's in the house, Nottingham, another Grafton, Dorchester, Worcester, Susie's Kitchen. The bottom of my bong. Okay. Connecticut Corridor. Nice to see you. Then another Grafton. Hanson, Walpole, Springfield. So I guess Grafton's in the house tonight. GI Turtles here in Grafton. Everybody's in Grafton tonight. So I think we should start with that story, Deb. Can you bring up the first story for me, please?
Sure can.
Okay. So this is a blog that we published yesterday. And if we can... So it was about, we got to get into this. Let me bring it up on my end too, because I don't know why I can't read it when it's on your end. It's on the StreamYard. Comes up smaller. Okay, you can scroll down. Actually, that's much better.
Yes, increased. I zoomed in.
Okay. Ooh, how about that? Okay. So this is a gentleman that we've written about before. His name is Dan Cusher, and I've never seen, like, his face just reeks of Bernie Sanders, doesn't it? It just reeks of... Oh, I can already tell you everything I need to know about him just from looking at the guy. And then we scroll down, and I've written about him before because a restaurant in town called Bushel and Peck back in 2020, the owner made a joke about Kamala Harris. It says, "Ask me how I climbed to the top." And he wrote "sucking cock," which is, by the way, just if we're being accurate here, that is completely accurate. Like, she was Montel Williams' hoe. Like, just own it, girl. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, you're not the first person to suck dick to get somewhere, okay? It's not a big deal to admit that. Kamala Harris did not get to where she is because she's particularly talented, right? Or funny or unique or anything like that. She gives a mean hummer. Own it. It is what it is. It is a talent in this day and age, okay? So anyway, Dan, what's his name, didn't like that. And so this guy had to give a whole apology over, and he's like, and of course this guy doesn't accept apology. He goes, "Your comment inspired a whole bunch of people to defend it, calling it just a joke or political opinion, and saying those of us who had a problem with it were snowflakes. Do you have anything to say about that?" Okay, so first of all, this is why you don't apologize to these people. You just tell them to fuck off, because when you apologize, they're never actually happy with your opinion. because they're not interested in your apology. They're interested in your submission. That's what they want to let you know that they can get you to bow if they want to. And he's like, and it's like, see, so this guy doesn't like jokes. Okay. So jokes are not funny to him. Jokes about blowjobs that are, grounded in truth. They're not funny to Dan Cusher, not on his watch. And by the way, Bushel and Peck makes a mean sandwich. Everybody knows that. It's like it's like regatta with more meat. It's so good. The Italian, everybody knows there's Bushel and Pecks all over central Massachusetts. They're excellent. So this guy needs to calm down, okay, with his anti-Bushel and Peck hate. So we go down and let's bring up his recent beef now. What's he mad about now? The other day he posted, because there's all this drama going on in Grafton, all these people learning about. There it is. Okay. So he goes, they're making death threats against our neighbors over in the Grafton group. This is not okay. If you participate in that group and don't speak up when you see this, you are complicit. If your friends, like in real life, not your Facebook friends, with any of these people, and you don't put your relationship on the line to tell them to stop, you are complicit. There need to be severe social consequence for all this kind of behavior. Okay, so first of all, Dan, social consequence, you can suck all the dicks, my friend. Like, seriously, how do you get like this? Like, where do you get off thinking that you have the right to say something like this? And like, people should listen to you? Who the fuck are you? Like, people, you have to do this. You must, like, okay, so let me start from everything that's wrong with this statement. If you participate in that group and don't speak up when you see this, you're complicit. That's lie number one. You're allowed to be a member of a group and shut the fuck up, okay? Like this idea that, there's 800 people in a group and somebody posts some shit in there. And by the way, background on this group. This group is called the Grafton group. And there's another group called All Things Grafton. And All Things Grafton is like, you're the big group in town. It's got like 5,000 people and it's controlled by communists. And so they don't like it when people dissent on there. And then you get kicked out. And this happens all the time. You probably have them in your towns too. It's like the ghettos start forming, right? And that's where the fun happens, is in the ghetto. So you form the ghetto group, the Grafton group, and that's where people can actually freaking speak and say what they want without fear of whatever. But for some reason, these twats still feel the need to keep an eye on the ghetto group, because it's not enough that they're just not in your group anymore. You still have to keep an eye on them and police what they're saying, because somehow that's Dan fucking Cusher's job. Dickety Dan there. Relax, pal. So he goes, this idea that you have to speak out in a group when there's 800 freaking people there. It is your job to be like, I will take a stand against this. Your jokes, sir, are not funny. Dan Cusher is not here to disapprove of you, so I will do that for him. Shut up, dude. Suck all the dick. Seriously, where does this guy get off? He goes on to say, if your friends, like in real life, not Facebook friends, with any of these people, and you don't put your relationship on the line to stop them, then you're complicit. Shut the fuck up. Who are you to tell me that I have to, so I've known you for 20 years. Your kids are friends of my kids. We go way back. You were there for me during really hard times. I had surgery and you helped watch my family and drive me places. And that one time I was really struggling and you loaned me money and you're a really good friend. But now you said something on Facebook I don't like. And this twat mongrel tells me I have to defriend you. In real life, not just on Facebook, friend. I have to tell you, we can no longer be friends because I have to please this fucking dick washer over here and make him happy. That would make him happy. Where the fuck do these people get off? Seriously. Pardon my French. There need to be severe social consequences for this kind of behavior. You know what there need to be consequences for, Dan? Your behavior. And that's why I exist. To basically mock, embarrass, and humiliate people like you, because you should be embarrassed. You should be absolutely ashamed. Your children should be ashamed of you. Your mother should be ashamed of you. Everyone should be ashamed of you. There should be severe social consequences for censorship. So what was this guy even mad about? Let's see. So it started with this guy, Justin Bowman. Can we go to his quote there? There he goes. So Justin Bowman makes this quote, and he goes, I definitely understand that. 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Now, this was in response to somebody posted that 2 school committee members had made their pages on Twitter private, which to me is, you're an elected official. Don't make your Twitter private, but I digress. So this guy makes a comment, and this is I didn't know who said this before yesterday, but I've definitely heard this before. I think I heard it was in a movie or something, Deb. I think it was in like Cruel Intentions or some chick movie, I think. But I've heard this before. Like, if two people can keep a secret, three people can keep a secret if two of them are dead. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
Yeah, it's like a common quote. Okay. So anyway, he makes the quote, it's harmless. And then he goes on to say, and lucky Tara, who we're going to bring on momentarily, she goes, make sure those holes are already dug out. And she has like a laughing emoji. And by the way, there's a laughing emoji on his comment because it's a joke, obviously. So they're making what's called jokes. Okay. Now I understand liberals are unfamiliar with this because they are humorless twats. But in our neck of the woods, jokes are things that we say that borderline on edgy. That's literally the whole point, is to kind of like toe the line there, walk the line, say something that's a little bit controversial, but it's okay because it's in humor. You don't actually mean these things. That's literally the whole point of what a joke is. It's sad that I have to explain satire to you people, but you're just born humorless. Although, Deb, I will say this, I don't even think they're humorless. I think that they know goddamn well this is a joke. And if one of their friends made it, they would say it. I just think that this is just a back-end way to censor,
100%. Yeah, no, they're not stupid. They know it is, but they're just like,
exactly.
use that.
Exactly. And I talked to one of them, and I got him to admit it today. I'm gonna bring that up shortly. So back to this. So Tara says, I'll bring the popcorn, and then to make it, what about the beer? And then he goes, I'll leave that for you to bring. And then they made a comment there about like burying. Oh, I have heavy equipment. Can you dig a mass grave in 15 minutes? See, it's like, okay. So at no point, if you read that, would you actually think, oh my God, these people are going to kill everyone and dig mass graves in Grafton. That's the plan. And not only that, they're posting about it on Facebook. They're telling the whole world, oh man, we had this plot. But unfortunately, Dan Cusher has a mole in our group. So the jig is up and we're all in big, big doo-doo now. Thank you, Dan Cusher. So this, of course, is a Ben Franklin quote, which I found out. 3 can keep a secret if 2 are them dead. Ben Franklin always said cute shit like that because he thought he was funny. He was a little bit older than the other founding fathers. He was banging French women all the time. And so he had to amuse them. So he was always making these little one-liners. He was that's Franklin. Oh, Franklin's up to his jokes again. He's always saying his shit. That's what they said about him back there. So that was his role. Well, Dan Cusher doesn't like it. Okay. And that's when this psychopath comes along, Jen Vaca. So I wrote about Jen Vaca before. And Jen Vaca, there she is. She's a kindergarten teacher in Marlboro, apparently, which scares the shit out of me. Yikes. And I wrote about her, a year and a half ago or so, when she's done a number of things. She called the police on kids for taking prom pictures without masks on at the Grafton Common. She shamed local businesses for not showing up to a protest with BLM. She ran a Twitter account that had like 15,000 followers called Liberal Venom that just unleashed some of the most vulgar attacks on conservatives you could ever, and admitted to like indoctrinating her 5-year-old students. Like, she is a prime example of why of a person who has no business teaching, but does anyway. And she'll say that she didn't like try to censor the businesses, but then you scroll down, look what she said there. Look at this comment. Keep going. Oh, there's no social distancing. Oh my God. Yeah, I got news for you. They fucked too. They had sex. Yeah. And they didn't social distance there, did they? No. That doesn't bother you, though, does it? Anyway, this is Grafton businesses. We are waiting for you to show a commitment to a more just society. Do I think less of you and your business if you aren't here? You bet her ass I do. Her ass. It's like, so that's obviously like a vague threat to businesses. Like, if you don't show up, oh man, I'm going to go on my Liberal Venom account. We're going to shame you. And indoctrinate children, all this shit. She brags about, she signed a thing that she wasn't going to, she signed a pledge that she would continue to teach critical race theory in school, even if the government made it illegal, which they're not going to do in this state, even though they should. And on President's Day, did you see her President's Day tweet? I mean, this one really pissed me off. Go down to that one. Keep going. No, down. Here you go. Keep going. There it is. Jefferson sold humans and separated families. Lincoln favored colonization. Election dispute, end of Reconstruction, and all protection for blacks. Well, that did, but that has nothing to do with presidents. We don't discuss these truths. People make them. You know why we don't talk about that? Because it's not fucking relevant to like the foundation of our country. Like nobody cares that Lincoln favored colonization. You know why? Because he freed the goddamn slaves. It's kind of a big fucking deal, you idiot. He kept the Union together. We talk about the most important things that people did in their life, not these fucking random facts that you have that have no significance on anything. Who cares if he favored colonization? Did he send slaves back to Africa? No. Who gives a fuck? What are you talking about? Shut up, you absolute idiot. The only reason they say shit like this, Deb, the only reason they say shit like this is because they hate America. That's all it comes down to. They truly hate America. And they're just like, Lincoln? Yeah, you think he's good? Yeah, he sold spoiled milk to school children. Did you know that?
You didn't know what else he did.
Yeah, you don't know what else? Yeah, you know about him freeing the slaves, and that was nice and all, but, you know, he also, you know, he jerked off on a couch once to his wife, something like that, you know, and nobody knew he had a mistress. Did you know that?
Uh-oh.
So anyway, that's Lincoln. Anyway, so let's go down more. And let's look what she posted on here. So she goes about this. So she goes, no, keep going. The post about the why she's worried, because that post wasn't even directed at her. So she goes, if anything happens to me, my family, or my property, tell Grafton police to start with Justin Bowman, Steve Paler, Nancy Pacone, Tara Khaleesi, and Jojo Hussein. Whoever, they're just bloodthirsty killers, those people. Also, my tweets are unlocked, so police can judge which by tweets. This is insane that an adult is putting this. A teacher is putting shit like that. So she's warning that those 5 people, whoever they are, they're all killers because they're in a Facebook group. So I'm going to bring on Tara. Tara is one of the killers here, I guess, apparently. So maybe she can explain her side of the story. Hello, Tara. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. You got some cantaloupe there?
I'm just eating my pineapple.
Okie dokie. Okay, so are you planning to kill Jen Vaca? Is that true?
Oh, good Lord. No way. I am not an assassin.
Why would she say something like that?
I have no idea because she's a little nuts.
You think so? Okay. Now, you made a comment there that I didn't even include. So she wrote, actually, let me bring up that, Deb, I'm going to bring up the thing, and so we can see the message that she sent you. Can you scroll down a little, Deb? Because I want to see the message that she got on Facebook from this woman. Okay. Keep going. There it is. So she goes, hi, Tara. I thought that I would reach out to you directly to ask why exactly you want to help Justin Bowman kill me. First of all, who's Justin Bowman?
I don't know. I don't even know him personally, but he's just someone in the group.
That you're plotting with to kill.
Yeah.
This woman. Okay.
We're making plans, because we're assassins.
What did you say that made it? Did you dig a mass grave? Is that, can we establish
the
that?
only holes that I was digging was, to poop in, because my previous comment was, just dealing with these people, I rather shit in my hands and clap.
Yeah, that was the comment you made. I never even heard that before. Is that a comment saying you shit in your hands and clap? So
I guess maybe for me.
I've never heard that.
I've actually really tried it or anything, but
is that I've never even heard that expression before. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. I mean, that's a good one.
To these crazy people.
It makes. I mean, that is a horrible thing. So, and did they take that as a threat that you want you made a joke about shitting in your hands and clapping?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just have a shitty sense of humor. That's all.
Yeah, but darks. These people are humorless. Now, are you a liberal?
What's that?
I mean, do you vote?
No.
You don't vote?
I have before in the past, but I'm not active.
Okay, so you're not even
align myself with anybody. I mean,
So you just like the shit post on the internet. You just like the shit post on the internet.
That's pretty much it. You know,
okay.
Drinking, blabber, popcorn memes. That's what I'm famous for in Grafton. Hi, everybody. The crazy popcorn ladies here.
Okay. So anyway, let me scroll down a little to see this woman named Amy Marr. Okay, go down. So she's on the school board. A lot of people have contacted me about Amy in the past, and keep going. As you can see, she's a model of fitness. So I definitely want to hear her opinions on health. I'm really concerned. I definitely want to hear about her advice on health. Okay. And she says like some things. I mean, you can just tell. What's sad is you can tell what these people's opinions are about COVID just by what political party they align with. So she says, because some of us can't be vaccinated, your vaccination protects against others too. Man, have you really gone from 0 to 0? Go down. Listen what she says about masks in school, okay? My kids and their teachers are masked for 6 hours a day at school. Why can't these idiots stop denying COVID and endangering others? Do you have kids, Tara, or no?
I do.
Are they in the schools?
5.
5 kids. Are they in the schools?
One graduated, but I do have 4 in the school system, not in Grafton. We did move away over the summer.
Oh, you don't even live in Grafton?
No.
So
I used to.
So where's the mass grave?
Not in Grafton. It's not anywhere.
Is it in Massachusetts? Do you live in Massachusetts?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
In the backwoods of Douglas.
So yeah, I mean that's like half an hour away from Grafton.
Yeah.
You can dig a nice hole there. Nice place to bury a body. A mass grave. Yes. So anyway, so you don't even follow politics in town. You just doesn't.
No, I don't.
You just saw a funny comment about Ben Frank, mass graves, and you're like, I'll throw a one-liner in there.
Yeah, just being silly, like my usual normal self. Throwing in some popcorn in there. I never threatened any of these people, and I would never do any harm to them. So I don't know why they feel like I'm doing death threats.
Did the police contact you?
No, actually, they did not. No.
Okay, I mean that's probably a good thing. Nor should they, because they all called the cops. The same people who wanted to fund the police are calling the police on you for making a comment about shitting in your hands and clapping
and then digging the holes, and which is just totally random. I'm just being me. Anyone that knows me, just silly.
Apparently, and you've never interacted with this Jen person before.
I don't even know her from a hole in the wall. I don't know who this imbecile is, but she's saying that I want to kill her, and I don't.
Did you? And you didn't
for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
In the woods.
It's a lot of work. I mean, if you're gonna kill someone, it's like, okay, you got to plan it. You got to find out where they are. You got to figure out how you're gonna kill them. Find the right time. Dig a mass grave. Have an escape plan.
Like I said, I'd rather clap in my hands and shit than have to deal with that.
Well, you're a serious threat. So you seem dangerous. Yep. So. Well, thank you. What's with the pineapple?
I was just eating it. I got bored, so.
Is this a Steve Levine thing?
Delicious.
Is this code? This is code for something. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. We're going to continue to talk.
I'm hungry, so.
Karen, okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Bye, guys. Bye. Thanks for having my crazy ass on.
Bye. She was fun. So, so back to this story here. Amy Marr from the school committee. So this is somebody messaged me about Amy Marr yesterday. A mutual friend reached out. Okay. And he's just like, I think you got the Amy Marr thing all wrong. He goes, she's not, she goes, she's a moderate. I'm like, I asked him a bunch of times, like, what is she moderate about? I'm like, give me one, I don't know much about this one, but tell me one thing she's moderate about. All I know is she's on here talking about masks. Like she wants kids to be masked. She wants everyone to get the climax. And she's friends with like Jen Vaca. That's who she associates with. So I think I know everything. And I go, can you tell me one thing that she's conservative about anything, just or moderate, anything. And he comes back, and you know what his answer was? His answer was, and I shit you not, no pun intended. He goes, she voted for Bush. She told me she voted for Bush, McCain, and Romney. I just wanted to burst out laughing. I'm like, that sounds like a horrible idea. But like, what? Those guys sucked. Those guys, like, telling me I voted for Republicans before Donald Trump. That doesn't make you a conservative by any stretch of the imagination. You know how many liberals today? Like Nicole Wallace from MSNBC worked on the Bush campaign. Like some of the most vocal people on TV who hate conservatives now all voted for all three of those people. Like, those are horrible people, like horrible leaders. They all sucked. That doesn't make you a conservative. Stop it. So all I know is this, right? And I told him this. Look, with the mask bullshit, this isn't a difference of opinions. This isn't like he goes, we can be civil and agree to disagree politically. No, we can't. No, we can't. You're trying to smother my child with a mask, okay? She comes home from school crying. She can't breathe. She's never seen her teacher smile. Do you understand what that does to the psychology of a child? No, this isn't some political disagreement where I can respect your point of view. Your point of view is child abuse. Fuck you. That's what I think of your point of view. You're a piece of shit human. You're a monster. I fucking hate you. I don't like you at all. If I saw you in public, I wouldn't say anything to you, but I'd say under my breath, that woman's a cunt. She sucks. She's trying to abuse children. That's what I think of you. I think you're a piece of shit. And so she wanted me to call her. I'm like, I'm not calling you. I go, I'll DM you. She goes, well, she's worried you might screenshot it. Well, then don't fucking run for office. I don't know what to tell you. You're not a moderate. If you want kids to be masked in school, you're a bad person. There's no other way around it. You're a bad person. And he's like, well, maybe she just wants to wait for the numbers to go to. He goes, just a couple more weeks. I want to die. I'm like, just a couple more weeks? Never heard that one before. Just a couple more weeks. Holy crap. So anyway, she's like, full-fledged mask Nazi. And scroll down some more because we got some more people to mock here. They deserve to all be mocked. And don't we think it's because they know what lockdown is? They know it needs to be done. She's like, my kids are masked. Oh, yeah, congratulations. So mask your kids. That's fine. Abuse your own kids. Don't abuse mine, okay? Leave my kids alone. It's really that simple. So, she wants to do remote learning and all this shit. And, she's writing insane shit about Putin. It's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's go down to some of the commentary from the readers here. Okay. So here's one reader. This is what she said underneath it. Actually, he goes, so also for those that are threatened, I seriously would look into some kind of restraining order for protection. There are many blowhards on the internet that are all talk and no action. By the time someone assumes wrongly, it can end up really poorly. For your families, I would look for help. Who wants to tell them? Like, you might recall a couple months ago, someone said they were going to come to my house and show the mother of my children what a man-sized cock feels like, and then make her lick it up off the floor. And you can't get an order for that. So good luck with this. Good luck with your Facebook jokes. This is how out of touch these people are. I definitely am. And so she actually went. She goes, it doesn't qualify under the law. I already tried. She actually went to the police and wasted their time with this shit. What an absolute joke. Then she says, why do you think I stay home most of the time? That's what she says. So she stays. What did Alan say? I am definitely no expert. So sorry to hear that. You must have a much thicker skin than I do. If someone even made jokes about killing me, I would feel very uncomfortable even going to local stores in fear of running into people. I mean, what a sheltered, pathetic society we have where men aren't afraid to say this stuff publicly. Like, I'm scared. I'm so scared of jokes. Hey, Alan, guess what? Why did the chicken cross the road? To murder your whole family. Just kidding. I'm not actually going to kill you. It's just a joke. Okay? Calm down. It's a dick. You don't have to choke on it so hard. Relax. It's not a dick. Sorry. Anyway, so she goes, why do you think I stay home half the time? And I will say this, and this is the other thing. I don't give a shit if this offends you. I really don't. I'm done being lectured about health by fat people. I don't care if that hurts your feelings. That's another thing my buddy said. He goes, oh, you didn't have to take that shot at her. Yes, I fucking did. That's so relevant. It's so relevant. I'm done being lectured about health by fat people who are abusing my kids. Okay? I exercise. I take care of myself. I'm responsible. And therefore I don't have to be afraid. You sat on your fucking ass all day. You did nothing. You were lazy. While I was working, you sat on your ass. Okay? And no, I'm not going to take any precautions whatsoever to stop the spread of the virus. Nothing. I am willing to do nothing. Let me make that very clear. Nothing will get in my body. Nothing will cover my face. I don't care if I get it. I don't care if I give it to you. I really don't give a fuck. Are we perfectly clear about that? Good. You'll be fine. I'll be fine. You got your Climax. It protects you. You'll be good. Now shut the fuck up and go about your life. You liar. And then there's this chick, Laura Ofen. I've written about her often. She is on she attended that super spreader event with all the other superintendents that I wrote about in November, in which they didn't wear masks or anything like that and made kids wear masks. And she has a solution for this. Do you see your solution, Deb? Let's go down a little. Yeah, there it is. Maybe Grafton could use a kindness week like Westboro did, because we're governed by children. This is what a kindness week. What is this, kindergarten? Jen Vaca's class? Kindness week? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's go down some more. I'm on it. I have to start somewhere. Like, this is what you do as an elected. Oh, and then there's this tool bag. Oh, I love him. Ed Prisby. I could fuck with this guy all day. One of the great assholes of all time. He got drunk, I guess, yesterday and started posting about me too. Can we just play part of this clip? Deb, this clip is too good. So this was last year we wrote about him. Pause it one sec. So just a background. He was caught in a liquor store not wearing a mask after putting him, advocating for the mask mandate in town. So I wrote about him, and he's a lawyer, and I think he likes to hit the bottle. And he goes on Facebook Live, and he's never had like a big audience before. And Turtle Riders just jump I shared it. Look at the audience, 221 people watching this, guys. And they're just flooding the comments, asking about women he's been banging, like all these questions. He gets so flustered. Just play a minute or two of this. This is too good.
And then the Worcester Health Alliance enforces those fines against people. The Grafton Select Board has no authority over fines. So whether people fine or not depends on whether or not they are compliant. Problem with law enforcement in this instance. Can someone explain that to me?
Look, he's looking at the comments. This is like Michelle Wu. He's like, wait a minute. Why are all these people telling me stop sticking my dick in hookers?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No. Oh my God. Well, that's just gross. Okay. So
yeah, dignify that.
If you want to dwell in the gutter with some of this stuff is gross. You can do that. And that's what you guys
I love this guy. I love this guy.
Otherwise, I'm done. So
no, you're not. He's gonna still keep going. He's gonna keep going.
I'm not wearing a mask now. I'm in my office.
People are like, why aren't you wearing a mask?
I'm alone in my office. Why would I wear a mask alone in my office, you fucking morons? All right.
Kindness.
And you also love 5-star. Yes. All right. So
this guy's great. Oh this gets better.
Oh God. You know what? I gotta say, someone's wearing a standard, and I'm not even addressing it because that's just gross and weird.
Because people were talking about his guma on there. It's okay. Just embrace it. I did.
So Aidan, you fucking prick.
Hey! Watch your mouth, Ed. Calm down, sir. Go to your room. You're naughty.
Do loves to hear himself talk. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's it. Nobody had anything interesting to say. So yeah. Aidan says I killed 100,000 people. How did I kill 100,000 people? What do you mean? This is someone.
Why is he humoring this?
School.
I went to school.
Hard. And all
he studied.
Of you is like spout this bull.
Yeah, all I have to do is make fun of you, and people will listen. How about that? We all unite around the fact that you're an asshole.
WHO recommendation. Okay, that's okay. That's fair. Like that. Like if you want to debate lockdown or not lockdown, frankly, I'm not even the guy for that. Like that's the governor's level stuff. The Board of Selectmen doesn't.
Okay, we can stop it there. Okay. So we've all had a good laugh at Ed Prisby's expense, which is just always fun. Ed, by the way, you're invited on here whenever you want, pal. Whenever you want to come on here. We'd love to have you on the show. And he goes down here and he's like, this is what he actually writes about that comment. So he's no longer on the Board of Selectmen, so he's gone rogue now. And he goes, serious question to the community, the Grafton Chief of Police and Evan Broussard, who is the town administrator. If there are Grafton police officers in that group at this point, and they see this and don't do anything about it, how confident Grafton residents be at this point if they go to the PD for assistance for what I consider to be legitimate threats? Oh, calm your poon, Ed Prisby. You go like the cop. So there's a police officer in that group. He doesn't say anything. He's just in the group. Maybe he doesn't check his Facebook 50,000 times a day. And then, you can't trust the police anymore. So now you're sowing distrust in the police over a fucking comment on Facebook. That's what we're commenting. We're talking about a Ben Franklin quote. So anyway, they all respond. And then, Dan Cusher's all upset about it. This guy makes a death threat. Someone calls him out. He's reassured that Grafton police have his back. Oh, calm down. Okay. So keep going down. Let me see what we got next. Oh, so by the way, this is Alan. This is that guy, Alan, who told, keep going. Yeah, no, Ed's definitely plastic. Ed likes to hit the bottle. So Alan, do we see the picture of Alan? Can we just talk about, I don't want to. Okay. Okay, stop. I'm trying to be doing the kindness week that Laura often wants. Okay, I'm doing my kindness thing here. Is it unkind to ask what this gentleman or lady is packing? Like, is that I don't know how to address them. Like the pronouns were not in the bio. Can we take a vote in the comments? Okay, vote. Okay, I want to know. Born. Vote 1 if born with a penis. Vote 2, no penis. Born, not now. Born. Go. Vote in the comments right now. 1 with the penis. 2, no penis. Because I'm confused here. 1, people are saying. Okay. I mean, I think 2. To be perfectly honest, I think 2. 3? What's all these 3s? It's no 3. That wasn't an option. Everybody's saying 3. Nobody's saying 2? Okay, Bobby says 2. I think it's 2. Because why else would he call himself Alan? Doesn't this seem like one of these BLT 1, 2, 3 situations where they're born a woman and then they become a man? Or else, I mean, if you're going to transition from man to woman, why the fuck would you call yourself Alan? It doesn't make any sense. But I digress. Everyone's saying 1. Okay. Let's go back up to see his comment. Or Zay, let's call him Zay. Zay's comment. So one person, a brave soul by the name of Danielle, actually speaks out and is like, it's a joke, guys. Okay. And then Alan says, as I said previously, I don't know how any of these people. However, the first post isn't the part that started getting to me. At least in the screenshots, they mentioned digging mass graves and waiting for the other person to come and watch. That seems way past a joke at that point. And something that I would take seriously enough, at least, to investigate. Okay, so look, what defines going past the joke? Like, what are you talking about? You think that's dark? I got some much darker jokes than that, my friend. Like, Jesus Christ. Calm down. And let's see Sean Matthews. So Sean Matthews actually messaged me. Let's read his comment. Danielle, it's not funny. When there's a personal, intimate insults about Amy's family, then there are continued jokes that talk about confronting, assembling, and protesting at her house. Now to joke about digging mass graves? How much more joking do we take as a town against one of our own elected officials? Political criticism is one thing. This has gone way too far. So I would like to point out that the person who said the mass graves thing, she doesn't even live in Grafton, so it's not her political official. It's like she's just some. You saw her. I mean, you guys think she was a threat? She's sitting there eating pineapple and shit. I think she's drunk. I assume. I don't know, but she's getting frisky. I think the pineapples are some type of symbol. People were saying. I think we know about Steve Levine's love for pineapples, don't we? Google it. So, does anybody think that woman is a threat? Give me a break. So Rachel Gerstein was like, your excuse that it's a joke is pathetic. Those posts are threats and completely unacceptable. No, your sense of humor is pathetic. Okay, your reason for existing. And then we see Sean Matthews at the bottom. Oh my goodness, this guy's picture. Well, she looks exactly like I thought she would. But there's Sean. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is even happening right there? What? Oh, good Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy. Okay. All right. So Sean also says, I will respectfully disagree. If this was an issue between two neighbors about a fence line, yeah, this isn't a place to air dirty laundry. One of our elected officials is harassed, repeated talk of confrontation, and starts escalating to violent talk. This is the exact place to vent. So anyway, let me read, before we go any further, let me just read my message that I got from this guy. So he messaged me. I'll give him credit for that. He wouldn't want to come on the show, which is unfortunate. But he did message me. So I'm going to read the message that I got from this gentleman. Okay. And let's see here. Where'd it go? Sean Matthews. Okay. I got it somewhere. Okay. So this is what he wrote to me. I'm going to read this to you. He says, yay, I'm Turtleboy famous. I must be a very slow news day. It was. Are you interested in another side of the story? I said, sure. He said, it had nothing to do with the Ben Franklin quote. This has been an ongoing barrage. There have been multiple posts over the past year about meeting officials in the parking lot after meetings, going to officials' houses. Okay, so first of all, I see no problem with either of those things. You're an elect. You should have people protesting outside your house. If you're abusing people's children, you should have trouble sleeping at night. I'm sorry, you should. So good. God forbid in America we get back to our roots. Good. But I've seen no evidence of that happening whatsoever. And in this context, this woman's eating pineapples and making comments about mass graves and making jokes, obviously, and you're pretending it's real. You don't actually believe it's real. And so I tell him this. I went on to say to Sean Matthews, I said, well, he says, there have been multiple posts. Then someone talks about digging mass graves. Like I said, so at what point does a joke stop being a joke? How about when the laughing emojis stop? That would be a good indicator. Or like when things get dark, when someone's like, oh no, I wasn't joking. I'm serious. I'm actually going to murder them. That's when you know it might be serious. So he goes on to say, when someone actually gets hurt. So if sticking up for my town is a bad thing and lands me on Turtleboy, so be it. No apology. So I asked the age-old question. I go, dude, did you really think they were going to dig a mass grave for school committee members? Yes or no? And he goes, it wasn't just one time. It was multiple times, over years times. Thankfully, no. I don't necessarily think that person will carry it out. So you don't. Thank you. Thank you for admitting, Sean Matthews, in writing that you never thought this was a threat. You're just pretending to be. Okay? Because that's all you people do, is you act like the sky is falling all the time and, you know, everything we do is Nazis are coming. You guys are so obsessed with fucking Nazis, I swear to God. But it's all, we know your scheme, dude. We know your team's game plan. This is what you do. You pretend like everything is a life and death scenario, and you use that to silence people that you don't like. We know your game. It's how you get people kicked off social media. It's how you get people blacklisted. It's how you get people banned from shit. We know the jig is up, dude. Okay? He goes, but what about if someone else who on the sidelines is not unheard of? Yes, it is. I've never once heard of people killing school committee members and putting them in mass graves. Okay? It actually is. It's exactly unheard of. It's because I've never heard of it. That's what makes it unheard of. So he goes on to say, With almost every tragedy, there's a person who says, I wish I would have said something earlier. I appreciate the invitation, but live in front of an audience, not my choice of a good time, especially when the court of public opinion has already made their ruling. You seem like a reasonable guy. I'm just telling you another side of the story. You can do with it as you see fit. Okay, so I did. Anyway, they also tagged like a state rep on there, and they were like all mad at the Republican state rep. His name is David Meridian, and I guess David Meridian, they asked him, like, David, are you speaking out against this group? What do you think of this? And I think his comment, what did Dave Meridian say in his statement? He goes, off color. He says in all this long thing, he's like, so David Meridian is a Republican, one of like 30 out of 160. And look at this. This looks like Chris Watts let himself go. Like, go up. Look at this twat. Look at him. Tell me that's not Chris Watts with like a bad, like after he's been on the couch for 4 months. That looks like COVID Chris Watts. Look at him. Anyway, David Meridian makes this, is a Republican. And, you know, my philosophy with Republicans, they're going to come after you hard. They're going to be like, you must denounce. Oh, fuck you. I'm not denouncing shit. I'm not denouncing anything. Your party has Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib and AOC in it. I'm not denouncing anything. And Ayanna Pressley. Your team says crazy, fucked up shit all the time. And none of you people ever have to denounce shit. So I'm not, if you're not denouncing your crazies, then I'm not denouncing mine. Okay? Secondly, this is a joke, asshole. And David Meridian obviously doesn't follow it, but he's in this group, so he must respond to it. His biggest mistake was responding to these assholes. They deserve nothing. They should get nothing. Nobody cares. And he says off-color remarks and personal jabs are uncalled for. I hope we as a town learn from this. And of course, to the surprise of nobody, Dickety Dan, Cusher, doesn't accept this. And he goes, off-color remarks and personal jabs? We're talking about death threats! Death threats! I'm absolutely disgusted with your response. One side is making death threats. The other side is saying death threats are bad. Grow a spine and one. Sir, have you no shame? David Meridian, you're complicit in murder. Murder. Oh, I mean, does anybody actually believe this freaking tool bag believes this bullshit? No, he doesn't believe anything. He's a shameless, pathetic liar. And you know why he wants to silence us? Because people like me will call out his bullshit. And Dan, you're too much of a fucking pussy to ever come on the show and debate it with me. Because that's the kind of coward you are. You just demand shit. What kind of country is this where people like this tool bag think they're owed an explanation or apology from anyone? Look at you. Your job is to shut the fuck up and get made fun of. That's what you exist to do. You absolute freaking tool bag. God, I hate people like that. So anyway, that's that. Okay, so why don't we take a break from that story? We got a couple donos here I want to give a shout out to in the Turtle chat here. First, we got Jezebel. So let me share my screen here. We got $25 from Jezebel. Now, she says, hey, Russia, go fuck yourself. So what do you think of that, huh? Russia, take that, Putin. You watching this tonight? Yeah. Simmer down, okay? With your invasions and your tanks. Jezebel's in the house. You can go fuck yourself. Anyway, so there's that. Oh, the Druid's here. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, I'm good, my friend. How are you?
Nice sweatshirt.
Hey, my friend, look at this.
Oh, looking sharp across the pond. We got it to you. And so I don't have a freestyle tonight, guys. I'm sorry. So here's the deal. I thought about this, right? And I appreciate the donuts. So what I'm doing, right? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. People that are donating to this, the freestyle fund, we usually do $200 for a freestyle, right? Well, most people who are donating are members of Turtle Club. And so they're already paying $15 a month. And quite frankly, I feel uncomfortable making, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to, you're already supporting me in some way. So I'd rather have people just join Turtle Club, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I don't want to put you guys in a position where you're like, well, we have to get there. I have to donate this much. I feel like it's an uncomfortable and unfair position to put people in. So I welcome your donos. I just don't want to make you feel like you're obligated. You know what I mean? It's like, because you're already helping. Sean Carrot donates a lot, and Suzanne, they're all in Turtle Club. And so I appreciate that. So I just want to put that out there. So that's why I'm not doing it this week. I feel like you guys have helped out a lot, but I do, donors are all welcome, and thank you, Carl. This is what we're going to start doing. I'm going to move. I've decided to do that. I'm going to move the freestyle to Turtle Club. I think that would be more appropriate. So I think I'm going to do that with Turtle Club from now on. Anyway, nobody's a leech here. It's always free. But anyway, back to this dono real quick. So Jezebel sends $25. And I think Jezebel's on Twitter a lot. I assume there's some account called Jezebel, which I think has been accused of being me and other people. But there's Jezebel. We also have Suzanne, who says Tyler Gaffleone is a douche. Now, I don't even know who Tyler is, but this is exactly why you do the donos, folks, because you get to write whatever the fuck you want. So if Tyler's watching, Tyler, you're apparently a douche. Stop being a douche, okay? So that's what you can do. It's your turtle chat. You can do whatever you want with it. Donate it, whatever you want, So, so yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, cool. So anyway, let's get back to the David. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. It's been a long, long day, shall we say?
You hit the bottle?
I kind of did this afternoon because it's the annual England versus Wales rugby game was this afternoon, and that's a big game in the rugby community. You know what I mean?
I can only imagine.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get on to the next one. Thank you very much for the donors again. If you do want to help out the show, help support free speech, there's a link at the top. Turtle Chat. You can also Cash App me. I get a notification with that. I will read out your Cash App if it's appropriate. As long as it's not like instigating shit with other people that I don't feel like dealing with, it's fine. So let's go to this story out of Rutland, technically. But so there was a motorcycle crash in the town of Rutland, which borders Holden. And Rutland is it's the geographical center of the state. And it connects you to Ware, Massachusetts. Actually, no, it doesn't even connect you to Ware, not on 122. But, basically it connects you to the Quabbin Reservoir area. So this guy is driving his motorcycle through there like 100 and something miles an hour. Okay. And basically, let me see here. There it is. So he crashes into the guardrail and they stop the chase and he goes flying. And it must have been frozen ice. He survived. He was fine. I got the arrest report I'm about to show on this one shortly in a moment. And let's go down. So in the comments, some guy named Shamrock shows up. Let's see Shamrock's comments. So Shamrock Sheehan says, your mother's swamp, just immature, stupid shit. Kind of like defending the guy whenever somebody, Raputia, he says, funny how the cop had to edit out the wrong post for wrong information. Get your facts straight. The post originally said he was from Lynn, but apparently he's from another town. He's from Ware, which is even worse. Why does it matter? Just standing up, and it's like all this shit. Okay, so let's go down. Let's see a picture of good old Shamrock there. Keep going down. Okay, so there it is. There's Shamrock. We can keep going. He's just a total douche in every sense of the word.
As opposed to child for birth control, if ever you saw one.
And ironically, he will never use it. So,
of course, yes.
Hopefully, his boys cannot swim. Flat-brimmed hat. Yeah, and there he is, just a complete douche canoe. When I searched his name, he had previously shared a story that I wrote about one of his buddies, I guess, a few years ago. For selling drugs, and he goes, whoever made this is scum. So that was me. So shockingly, and I commented. I don't even remember commenting on it. I'm like, oh, you're friends with the shitbag killer. Okay, cool. Anyway, he's got a girl. Somehow he has a girl, and she's not even bad looking. Like, so obviously she has daddy issues. If you're dating a guy named Shamrock, you have issues. Okay. And there she is in all her glory. She's not a bad looking chick. Not too shabby, huh, Dave?
No, she's actually okay, yeah.
But you know something's wrong.
Surprisingly okay. And, science would dictate that normally she'd have tattoos and have an IQ of less than 31.
Yes. And this is what she says. She goes, so she's a hairdresser, and she advertises her hair. She got done by amazing stuff. No, it turns out she's not even a hairdresser, somebody said. She actually is just a receptionist. So that's normal. Ariana. And then look at that. The picture of her on the motorcycle is the most, Ware thing I've ever seen. Go down, Deb. See her on the motorcycle. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nope, you're going the wrong direction. Way wrong direction. Nope. Keep going.
No, there's another one further down, Deb.
Keep going, Deb. Keep on going. I'll let you know. You'll see it. Keep on going.
You'll know when you see it.
You'll see it. Nope. Keep on. There it is. Okay.
Whoa, there, Leslie.
So this is like the greatest picture of Ware I've ever seen. I mean, this should be in an art museum. This chick sitting on a motorcycle. There's just rocks and dirt and trash everywhere. There's a broken down car, a broken down fence, some guy in jorts with his underpants sticking out because he's got no shirt on. And it just looks like this is where people go to die, basically. You're going to go here and you're just never going to, you are going to detach yourself.
Broken down bike, broken down.
This is what every driveway in Ware, I imagine, looks like. So Ariana says, he's a good friend of mine, and idiot or not, I'm thankful he's alive. Okay. And then she goes on, she goes, I'm still happy he's alive. All that matters. Everyone makes mistakes. He ain't a criminal. Oh, yes, he is, dear. Oh, yes, he is actually the definition of a criminal. Your friend's actions were more disgusting. And then she goes, okay, so it's okay to laugh about him actually dying? Cool. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't cry. And 7 Pounder sends $10 in the Cash App. He says, supporting the brand. Thank you very much there, Mr. 7 Pounder. I appreciate that. So, yeah. So he almost killed a bunch of women and children. But besides that, he's a great guy. So I do some digging, and I find out his name is Jake. What the hell is his name? Jake Todway? Jake Bodwell. And I swear to God, these guys are in some Gaffney. Go down. See that post? See how he posts? No, up. There it is. Okay. The two loves of my life, Jake Bodwell in the back, and my Harley. He calls Jake Bodwell the love of his life. This is and they all post on each other's Facebook game. Dude, this is like some Gaffney-esque throuple shit. A lot of that vibe going on here. Doesn't it seem that way? Defending him. Anything to add, David?
No. Other than that, exactly what you expect on all these stories.
Yes. So anyway, so let's go down and look at Jake there. There he is, and he just looks like a complete douchebag with the middle fingers.
Oh my God.
So I messaged him, and I said, let's see, go down to the messages.
The irony of the Harvard T-shirt is not wasted on the world, is it?
No, it's not. So I said, hey, was that you who crashed the other day? He goes, I go, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. He goes, yes, it was me who crashed. So now I know it's confirmed it's him. Because I called the Rutland police, and they're the ones that told me this. I'm like, was it him? And they go, no, it was this other guy. So I messaged Ariana. I go, I saw your defense of the friend, Jake Bodwell. I go, why was he going so fast? I don't know you any explanation. Okay, I'm writing a story on about it. Okay, then I'm all set. I go, Cameron is telling me it wasn't Jake. He goes, I didn't even say it was Jake or Cameron, because that's Shamrock's real name. I'm all set with this bullshit. Okay. And then then he goes, it's not him. And I'm like, Jake himself told me he was the guy. And so obviously he's doing it. And then let's go down to Shamrock.
Well, that's right. He's giving himself away, kind of, wasn't he?
Yeah. So let's go down to Shamrock's messages with me, because Shamrock making me poop my pants a little here. He goes, where do you live so I can bring you info on the case you're working on. Oh, tough guy.
Yeah.
He goes, you can put in your report the kid who crashed is suing Rutland police for excessive force and pleading not guilty as he wasn't running.
The ice was excessively hard.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Did they make you? Did they make you drive 100 miles an hour? Okay, and pleading not guilty as he wasn't running. So tuck that one up here. Okay. He goes, you're still not the right Jake. You dumb. No, the bike belonged to me, retard. You're so dumb. You really are. You're legit such a stupid, unintelligent human. It wasn't Jake.
That's you convinced, surely.
So he goes, it wasn't.
I can't with this. I'm sorry. I got to intercede. Like, he calls you dumb like 30 times while spelling you're wrong the whole time. How ironic.
You're so dumb.
It's like two and a half pages of so's your face, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, this is brilliant. And I go, Ariana's sitting next to me. You're wrong. We're laughing. You're wrong. No, that is. I found Aidan's address. It won't be hard to find yours. Well, speaking of dumb, my name is Aidan. This is a nom de plume I use called Clarence. So I'm the dumb one, though. And he goes, I go, is that supposed to be a threat? And he goes, it's a promise. A promise to do what? We will catch you around, bud. That's what I can promise. Catch me around. What are you going to do to me? Like, tell me exactly what you're going to do. Like, do these people think I'm, like, scared? Like, oh, we're going to catch you around. You think you're the first guy to, like, issue a vague threat to me on social media? Dickhead. I'm not Amy Marr. I'm not going to the fucking cops over this. Like, here's what you're going to do, Shamrock. Nothing. You ain't going to do shit, pal. And I'm sure you're going to watch this. You're not going to do nothing. You ain't going to show up at my house. You're not going to do anything. Nothing. You will do fucking nothing.
More chance of showing up at my house.
Yeah, that might work with some other people, whatever on the internet. Not me. I'm used to it. I've been dealing with threats like this for years. Okay. Says, don't you like surprises? Like, come on, man. They are the best. I'm like, are you going to hurt me? Nope. Just a really firm handshake and your gratitude. Oh, a firm handshake. So
the only thing he'll be getting a firm handshake is his very small penis.
Yes. So Shamrock Sheehan ends up blocking me, but he messaged. All three of them blocked me. So first, first they threatened to sue. I want to find all their messages. Give me one moment to just go.
All these people always have powerful slander and libel lawyers on retainer. You know, that's just science, yeah.
So Ariana Hopkins' message to me was, "You're literally a piece of shit. I have a fucking career." Okay, so first of all, you don't have a career. You're a receptionist at a freaking salon in Southbridge. So that's not a career. That's just you not being on welfare. So congratulations. So she says that. She goes, you literally, I have a piece of shit. I have a fucking career. So I would argue if you're worried about your career, don't be friends with shitbags. Definitely don't fuck them. Don't fuck guys named Shamrock. And don't go on the Rutland Town Police page and defend said shitbags. That's a good idea.
Absolutely. The only thing that was careering was his bike over the ice, surely.
Yes, that was career ending, I would say.
That was careering along, yes.
Career. Oh, I get it. And then we have Jake Bodwell just blocked me and says nothing. And then Shamrock also blocked me. Shamrock also blocks me. He goes, I go, come on the live. He goes, what did he say here? Let me see the post. So he goes, dude, you're ugly ass clown. Half my family lives in Holden.
Ooh.
And when I do, you'll find out that, that's part of the threats. Okay. It's funny how you think you have a choice. That's what he says to me about meeting him. Just for the record, he goes, this is what he messages me afterwards. He goes, just for the record, we don't want our people's names in a story. So for the record, I don't care of what you ask or expect from me. Y'all should known trying to be bullies would catch up to you one day. So we don't want our people's names in a story. But yet, it doesn't matter. You posted that shit on a public Facebook page. So you're going to, it's like, what did you expect? Right. And he goes, I included your name, Ariana, and Jake's. Good for you. You don't even know my real name. I said, okay, Cameron. You know, you're just a loser. You're just a loser, bro, who sits in his basement trying to run in people's. Why is it always the basement? And what's wrong with the basement? I am in a basement right now. But that's
surely there must be at least one or two of these psychosexual sadists who live in attics rather than basements. It doesn't have to be under the house, does it? Over would be fine.
The basement is ideal. It's got good soundproofing with the insulation. Like
always cool. Always an ambient temperature. Yeah.
I can wear a freaking t-shirt down here because the boiler is right here. It's ideal. It's absolutely ideal.
Perfect.
So he goes on to say, honestly, a funny story. You killed it. We were dying over here. I like the part where you say Jake looks like the kind of guy that leaves Webster because it's too classy. It's like, okay, so that's good. He's got a good sense of humor. Okay. Let me go to, let me just show you the police report here. Rutland. Okay. Police. So I got the police report on this, and I haven't even read it because I wanted to save it for this show. So I right now am going to bring up this police report, and we're going to read it as a class together. Does that sound good, guys? Let me bring this up. We all know when the boiler kicks on, Suzanne says. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. So there, like, look, first of all, there is Jake Bodwell's face. It's the first thing you see on there.
Lovely.
I know, wrong. There it is. Okay. Look at him.
Yeah, he's a good looking soul.
So let's see the exact report. Let me scroll out a little.
And by good looking, I mean inbred.
Yeah, speeding at a race, exceeding. So speeding, unregistered motor vehicle, negligent operation. And so that's what he was charged with. And then Cameron is also listed on here. This is Shamrock. He also lives at, speaking of addresses. So Cameron lives at 93 C Pleasant Street apartment in
Pleasant Street.
Pleasant Street and Ware sounds the exact opposite of Pleasant.
Of what it really is, yeah.
I can imagine. Let's see me. I'm going to get a street.
Hideously inbred street.
Ware, if you guys have not been to Ware is the biggest fucking dump in, like, top 5 dumps in Massachusetts. I'm going to do another one on it.
They should rename it Where the Fuck.
Where is this? Where all the pedophiles live in Ware? I think that there's a street where all these pedophiles.
I think by definition, if Cameron lives there, then yes.
Must be. Yes, that's true. So anyway, let me read the rest of this report. So I guess he was charged. He's even charged with something? I don't know. But he's on there. And this is what so at approximately 5:40, I was monitoring traffic from the driveway of 38 Glenwood. At this time, I observed a motorcycle pass me with an expired registration. The traffic in that area was heavy, and I was not immediately able to pull out after the motorcycle. 5 to 6 cars came between the motorcycle and I before I entered the roadway. At the stop sign of Glenwood and Main, the motorcycle made a right-hand turn onto Main Street. That's 122. I waited until we were just east of the police station. So he goes right through the center of town, like by the police station, which is wicked smart on an unregistered vehicle. To attempt to stop the vehicle, as it's safer to pull it over. I activated my blue lights between the motorcycle and began to yield to the right. As I did that, the operator turned around and looked at me, then downshifted his motorcycle, greatly increased his speed, and began to pass vehicles on the left over the solid double yellow line. So this guy's like, oh, fuck it, I'm out. At the motorcycle, came to a stop at the hill with Main Street near Maple Ave. I lost sight of it briefly. As I came to the crest of the hill, the motorcycle had created a large amount of distance between he and I. The motorcycle was still passing vehicles on the left after a double solid line. As they came to the school zone near Naquag Elementary, the motorcycle was already approaching Kenwood. I estimated them. Crap. Where was I? Here we go.
You okay, dude?
I'm good. Okay, I think we're good. I estimated the motorcycle going over 100. I called out over the radio that I would not be initiating a pursuit with the motorcycle. And as dispatched to contact Ocam PD, that's the next town, and then Barry, advised them the motorcycle may be heading that way. I continued with the flow of traffic, blah, blah, blah. So, again, they, just to review, they ended the pursuit, and this motherfucker still crashed. They stopped chasing you, my guy. What are you doing? So it goes on to say, I eventually came to Main Street where it meets with Barry Paxton Road. As I came down the hill, I saw a motorcycle into the guardrail on by the pond there. There was no one on the long pond side. I activated my blue lights and he began to run southbound. So this motherfucker hit a guardrail and then started running on the road somehow. I exited my cruiser with my firearm drawn. I ordered the male to stop running and he complied. I then ordered him to get on his knees and he complied. Officer Finuccio arrived on the scene. We ordered the male to the prone position where Officer Finuccio handcuffed him without incident. The male was later identified as Jake Bodwell. He was bleeding heavy from the face. Bodwell was wearing a full face helmet. He said without
the same Jake Bodwell that they all denied it was Jake Bodwell when we contacted them. Interesting.
Apparently, you can't trust these people. Aren't always honest. So Jake said without being asked, "I am sorry, man. The bike isn't registered." So he got a name. So he apologized.
Oh, that's another crime straight away. Yep.
Sergeant Chauvin arrived on the scene, and I monitored him until the Rutland Fire Department came, medical members of the Rutland Fire Department, blah, 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 blah.
Whoa. The cop was called Chauvin?
Yes, apparently. His cop was
he's lucky he didn't kneel on him then. Good.
I know. Too soon. Well, he's white.
Yeah.
He's white.
Oh, too soon? Oh, sorry.
I don't know if he knows he's white, but he is actually white. So he says
that's why he's still alive, is he checked his privilege, and that's the only reason he's still alive.
They located his cell phone about 100 feet in towards the lake from the guardrail, so it must have been on the ice itself. I removed the handcuffs. I put him on a stretcher, told him he was under arrest. They towed it. Once at the hospital, I was informed that he would be released on bail. I completed all the necessary paperwork. He was bailed. Before I asked Bodwell his address, he advised yes. So he also lives at 93 Pleasant Street in Ware. This is definitely a throuple. This is definitely a throuple situation.
I think so. He must be the guy. When you see the picture of the girl on the motorcycle, there's one guy in jorts in the background showing his ass crack, and one guy operating the camera. That's the threesome right there.
It has to be. It has to be. So look at this guy. There it is. This guy.
By the way, there are some fantastic Ware jokes going up in the comments, such as Ware should be renamed. Where is the next train out of town? Where is my EBT check? Where would I find my father?
Look at this guy. Look at his fucking face. Look at those eyebrows. How do you get eyebrows like that? Oh, but anyway.
Sweet God, were they drawn on by Stevie Wonder?
Might as well have been at this point. Okay, so real quick, guys, we got a couple donos I want to in the turtle chat. I want to read off here.
Where did my nose go?
Let me see here. Couple in the turtle chat. Just got to bring these up. Share screen. This email is to inform you that a new so that's just a donation. Okay, so that was £7. So thank you, Seven. Jack says, question for our British friend.
Oh,
do you care to revise your Second Amendment position after the Ukraine invasion? Ooh, well, you're on the spot, David.
You know, the Ukrainians have got guns. It didn't stop. Nothing was going to stop Putin. They could have had nukes, and that wouldn't have stopped him.
Oh, it looks like they're stopping him right now. They're stopping him right now, aren't they?
They're doing okay. But, you know, whatever you want about the Second Amendment, the Ukrainians have got the guns.
Yeah, and I would say that, and I think that's his point, though, isn't it?
I see. Okay, if that's his point, yeah.
Well, people always ask, what do you need?
Yeah. I mean, living in Britain, we don't have a psycho dictatorship on our doorstep, and we have, we're surrounded by water as well.
Right, you also have the English Channel. You have the English Channel.
Correct. That is why we don't need them. That's what I'm saying. The Ukrainians probably did need them. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I was next to Russia, I'd want a gun.
Yeah, like, if I lived in a country where Russia was next door, then I'd want the Second Amendment right. Agreed. So I revised my position like that.
I'll say this for the Ukraine, right? People say Ukraine is weak. Ukraine is not weak. So Ukraine, unlike Afghanistan, is an actual country. So that's why when we got the fuck out of Afghanistan, it just crumbled because it wasn't a real country. This is an actual country. People there do not consider themselves Russian. They consider themselves Ukrainian. And so they're actually going to fight and shit. And it doesn't matter if they have more casualties because they're not going to stop fighting. Like, these people are fucking crazy. So good for them. Like, we don't need to save their ass. They'll be fine without us. Like, a lot of people are going to die. It's going to suck. But again, Russia, what are you going to do? It is what it is.
Putin gonna Putin.
Yeah. So anyway, let me, the next one here. Oh, geez, Turtle Cadet. Holy cow. He goes, ask you and you shall receive. I didn't ask for that, but I appreciate it anyway. He goes, Unc, love you in a non-sexual way, not a typo. So 250. Thank you very much,
Turtle Cadet. You absolute legend, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. You're very, You think Ukraine is weak? Yeah, that was a Seinfeld quote. I'm doing that. You think Ukraine is... Relax, buddy. We're playing the game. I say, smash to your game. Ukraine is not weak, he says. Ukraine is tough.
No soup for you.
Martha says, Dave, can you explain rugby to me? Dave, can you?
Yeah, it's like American football, but without all the padding and helmets.
I like that. It's like American football without the padding and helmets. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, 15 aside, blokes crashing into each other, and yeah, that's it.
And anyone can kick it.
Anyone can kick, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In American football, there's really just one guy who kicks it.
Yeah, but, and you got not a single forward pass. I know you're allowed one per play in American football. No forward passes.
No
only
forward
laterals
passes.
Or backwards. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so so that's Turtle Chat. Thank you guys very much for the donos there. If you guys feel like it again, it's right linked in the top there. Feel free to help out the cause. But thank you very much, Turtle Cadet, and all you other people, and Jack and Suzanne. And,
Jack's saying, I played outside centre at college. What's your favourite position? I played outside centre quite a lot myself, but fullback was my favourite position.
Excellent. Okay, can we get the next blog in here? The next blog I want up was it the Nana one? Do we want to come back to? Oh no, or do we have the New London Mom? I forgot which one I wanted next. Which one did that? Which one did I say?
For the uneducated. How very dare you?
New London. Let's bring up the New London one.
Can I just address something there? Somebody says rugby's for the uneducated. I'll have you that rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. Whereas soccer is a gentleman's game played by hooligans.
I was in college. I dated a rugby chick. Believe it or not.
Did you?
She didn't look. No, she wasn't very good at it. She was bad. She got her ass kicked. I don't even know why she did it. I think she just liked to drink.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
that's another great reason to play the game.
Yes, I picture everybody who plays rugby is just there for the beer, or nothing else makes sense.
Oh, there's always going to be a jar or two quaffed after the game.
A jar. Okay, so let's talk about this New London mother here. So this is a woman by the name of, so this gentleman's name is Carlos Davila from New London, Connecticut. And if we can see his picture, there he is. Keep going down.
Please let the mother be called Cruella Davila.
Oh, I like her. I see what you did there. We're going to try to call her. I actually messaged her today. He's got a man bun, which tells you everything you know. Throwing up.
All you need to know, again, it's just science.
It's just science. And then there's these pictures of mom and
holy
if these are your mother and son pictures, like you
honestly. Well, I know we used the word last week, but you know, if I've never seen anyone who could describe as a sheep shagger more than that pair.
Unbelievable. So, you know, if all your pictures involve like the middle finger with your family, you're kind of a trash bag, just saying, or like big fat booty or dog filter, and she's got all of those. So that's mom.
She's got the whole, yes.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, she was destined to be called Abuela by the time she turned 30. So anyway, Manuel Manbun is wanted for sexual assault in the 2nd degree, attempting to. So I don't even know what that is. Attempt to commit sexual assault. So that means like you tried to fuck her, but you couldn't. You couldn't keep it
Failed,
up.
by the sounds of it, yeah. It sounded like his tiny little winky was not up to the task of the actual assault.
I guess so. Didn't, maybe next time. And then and also 2 counts of risk of injury to a minor. So he couldn't even injure them. So he tried to injure them, but he didn't. So if your son is wanted for these things, David, God forbid, right?
God,
we'll never be able to relate to this.
I couldn't live with the shame, I don't think.
Right. Would you post about it on Facebook and be like,
hell no. No, I would be thoroughly ashamed.
Well, let's see what the mother does.
Because it means that I would have done an awful, awful job as a parent.
I agree. And I'm completely with you. So let's scroll down a little more and see what the mom, did she post about it?
Of course she did.
Oh, well, hello, Facebook. This kid right here is my son. Yeah, my son. I don't give a fuck what them charges say. If you don't know the fucking situation, then shut the fuck up. He is innocente until proven guilty. Is that proven guilty? Hope all y'all motherfuckers keep that same energy when you see me and see my son walking out that courthouse untouched. Y'all too fucking quick, T.O., to assume shit without knowing. all I know, I'm going 100 for mines. And then she shares this wanted poster for sexual assault. Oh my God.
She's such a proud mother.
Oh my God. It's like, yo, for mines. If you've ever called your son.
I'm prepared to bet $100 to a rusty tire that when she does walk out the courtroom, she'll be walking out alone because he'll be in the cells. I good and guarantee you.
I would say so too. I'm guessing he's not going to. I mean, he might. Maybe the witnesses recant, whatever. Yeah. But all these other gut-em-uppets are on there like, yo, my son's the same way. He goes, all jokes, my son wheeler than a lot of these triggers. And notice, by the way, guys, I said, like, I don't actually say the N-word. You should not say the N-word, unlike other.
No, only disgraced state troopers say the N-word.
Yeah, did you hear that, David?
I did.
That was
unbelievable.
Unfortunate. Maybe we'll play that at the end. That was shockingly racist. So anyway,
disgracefully so.
Disgracefully, like this is by the way, Turtleboy guys is an anti-racist show. We believe that Black Lives Matter here. It's Black History Month. We don't fuck with that. We don't fuck with your white nationalism or your racism or anything like that. We don't call people the N-word if we don't like them. That's not a thing that we do. We'll call them gut-em-uppets, whores, cunts, stuff like that, but definitely not the N-word. That's wildly inappropriate. So anyway, yeah, she has no shame. Exactly. Like, it's just horrible. But anyway, the scary part about that is they used to be a police officer. Anyway, so it says real shit standing behind my boy. Anyone needs, anyone other get up with me, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, she shares this whole thing about, my baby loves me. And then she messages this woman who shared it on her page. And she goes, you're a whole thought. That's why you're talking about Carlos, you nasty hoe. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You and eat a dick talking shit and don't know the situation. Oh, I know some of the situation. He's wanted for sexual assault.
The police have told him he's wanted for sexual assault. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that much. So why don't we give her a call? What the hell's her name? Because I messaged her today, and let me see. She did get back to me, and she wrote, because she said she had something. She goes, I go, can I help you? She goes, can I help you? I go, are you free tonight? We would like you to come on the show and discuss your Facebook post. She goes, I would, but unfortunately, I'm at the hospital waiting surgery. So that sounds like an invitation to call.
Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, that's ghetto slang for give me a call.
Yeah, give me a call. See what she was up to. Post-surgery conversation. Oh, she didn't answer. Okay. So no answer there. Okay. Why don't we bring up the next one then, Deb? Why don't we go to I briefly want to get back to the situation we had on Tuesday night, if we can, of the woman Nana, because I want to revisit this one. And we have some new screenshots.
Oh, yes. Her of the many profiles.
Okay. So real quick reminder on this. This chick out of Brockton, and it is Brockton. I did confirm that. She is, let me bring it up on my end too. Actually, I'll just look on the computer. Actually, because the letters are so small on my end, it's hard to read. Okay, so her name is Naomi Paul, but she goes by Nana because grandma was taken, I guess. I don't know. But and by the way, that's like a weak street name. Like if you're going to be hardcore,
I guess Nana is the short for the Naomi at the start of the name, but yeah, Nana sounds like a grandparent to me. Certainly in Britain, your Nana is your grandmother, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So she's self-employed, which to me is code for unemployed, but I'm not sure. And she just looks like a hua, which is wonderful, and got the whole big booty thing going on, multiple kids, and basically the long and short of it was she was selling expired baby formula on Facebook
that had been recalled, I believe.
Not expired. I apologize. Recalled formula.
Yes.
And she was alerted of this, and then she was like, "They go, all of this was recalled." And she says, "Yes, but parents are still asking to buy it." So,
well, that's okay then.
Yeah, exactly. As long as people are buying it, and then she starts calling it like stupid ass dirty bitch. scum ass bitch, calls her like 4 times, Trey looking bitch. You know, stop talking shit. Bet that pussy stank.
Then the gang started calling as well.
Yeah. Let me ask you, man. Put him on the phone. Can we play the gang one real quick? Can we play the gang the email? No, not the email. The voicemails that they got. Go all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Oh, I made Jen Vaca's list of attackers. I guess Jen Vaca. I just got a message that said,
"Oh, she's the lunatic who goes by demon whatever on Twitter, isn't she?"
She goes, "So this is Jen Vaca's
Venom something.
This is her. I swear to God, I got to. This is her new. Check her out, guys, on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, it's at Jen Vaca. That's Vacca. She's a PhD student. This is her bio. PhD student. Pronouns, of course. That's given. She, her, hers. And then she says, my online attackers, : Nancy, Steve, Aidan, spelt wrong. So I'm number 3 attacker. Tara's the one we had on tonight, pineapple chick. Justin, I would have to care to be your victim. I don't. Yeah, she totally doesn't care.
She was the one who actually, she wasn't named. It was just a joke, wasn't it?
She wasn't
Franklin Roosevelt. She wasn't even named. She just assumed it was her. So she was so desperate to be the victim.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't even a death threat, she said was a death threat against her when no one was named.
How presumptuous.
Exactly. Very
that ain't your mass grave, motherfucker. If I dig a mass grave, I'm not putting Jen Vaca in it. I have like 100 people.
The best way for 3 people to keep a secret is to kill 2 of them. They're trying to kill me.
Yeah. Bitch, that mass grave ain't for you. You ain't going in the mass grave. You're going in the incinerator. I joke. Okay, you're not. Matt, you think I'm digging all day for your ass? If I dig a mass grave, I'm going to throw a lot more people in there than you. I could think of like 1,000 people that are getting in that mass grave.
Way down the list.
Just put it, okay?
I haven't the time or the energy.
Yes. So anyway, can we play this voicemail here?
Stop text. My girlfriend's got a big problem. Okay, girl?
On dead dogs.
Dead dogs.
Why you don't answer the phone?
Yo, you got this last chance. You keep bothering my sister. We already know you're from Massachusetts. We're going to pull up and that's it. That's history. So I'm going to tell you one more time. You keep texting my sister, we're going to have problems. 4 cars deep pulling up to your crib. And we pulling up right now. Gang.
For real.
Gang.
For real.
Okay. So anyway, why don't we, can you bring up the messages I had that she sent me some messages? So remember, we had her on the show on Tuesday night, and she claimed that the other chick was threatening her.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
she said she deleted all the messages and then re-deleted them to make sure they didn't show up to give it any context.
But she said she had screenshotted them before she deleted them.
She did say that.
So I'm going to show you the messages that this other woman sent, because in fairness, we want to hear both sides of it. If the other woman was threatening and then deleting them, that's fucked up. Then we got to blog about you. But let's see the actual messages. Do we have them?
Go for it.
Okay. So you can stop. I have them. I have them over here. I can just bring them up on my end. I have them all. I'll just bring them up over here. Hold on. Share screen. So these are the actual messages. I don't consider any of these threats. So this is just like dumb fucking bitch, like, oh, crusty ass hoe, like, whatever. Okay, so I see no threat here. Okay, nope. So that and then she's saying link up. Okay, so then what did I do with it? Clicked on the wrong window there. Okay, so the next one says actually this is our messages. These are a little out of order. I want to find. Okay, it's just like a lot of shit talking. Get a life, clown. Do us all a favor and unalive yourself. See, that's not a threat. That's like you unalive yourself. Like, how's your rap career? Nasty, nasty, nasty. We don't fuck with STD filled deadbeats over here. It's just a lot of shit talking. Just a lot of shit talking.
It's just trash talk, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I see no threats. Like, there was no gang on her part. That's real mother shit. A little ghetto to say that, in my opinion, but it is what it is. So a lot of shit talking, basically. So anyway, let's see here. So she goes, this is after the interview. She goes, clearly you were on her side. I couldn't care less. I could care less. But I just renewed it.
No, couldn't care less is correct. Because if you care very little, then you couldn't care less. Could care less is completely the wrong way around.
Is that the wrong way? So
think about it grammatically. In America, if you could care less, then you would. But if you couldn't care less, means you don't care at all because you couldn't care any less. Yeah.
Thank you, David. That's actually a great point.
You're very welcome.
I learned something today. So he says, I don't see any. I go, I don't see any threats here. She goes, like I said, I don't need to scroll up for 4-day-old messages and send you. I have nothing to prove. Well, then, so you can't prove it. So you're lying.
But she said she had these messages to prove her case. Now she's saying she doesn't have to prove them and she doesn't have them.
You can't scroll up. That's too much work for you. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, and she says, let's see. I don't need to scroll for 40 messages. Then she goes, fuck you again. I go, you threatened her. That's a fact. You said it was justified because she threatened you. You have yet to show that. She's the snitch, not me. Yeah, she is the snitch.
Oh,
agreed.
Bitches. Like, snitches get stitches, bitches.
Oh, where's the threat? You know, believe what you want. She only threatened me. She harassed me for days. Okay, I see the harassment, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I don't see the threat. Harassment is just as illegal as making threats. No, it's not, which she also did. And it's also not harassment if you're responding to it. Okay? I'm like, I don't see any evidence.
Yeah.
You know, nothing. You need to do more research. And then she goes, if this gets big, I'm definitely coming after you for all the false accusations. I have people saying I'm a baby killer. If my family and I get hurt over your bullshit because you that bitch maybe sucking you dick.
And there's the victim
You'll be
card.
sorry. Yeah, man, why is everybody sucking my dick? What? I'm suing the fuck out of you. I paid for cash for my formula, and you kept saying it's WIC and food stamps. You had the official, like, Similac. That's like the official food stamp brand. Everybody knows that. Yeah. And I'm like, because and she goes, I want to face the other girl. The other girl, Rachel, said she'll come on, and you're not. So she wants to actually face you. She'll come on here, and you're not. So you're kind of scared. Come on, Turtleboy, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. You tried to make me look bad. And then she sends me her rap videos. You're a bunch of bored white people. Y'all are a waste of time, I think, and say what y'all want. Y'all
She played a race card? Did she criticize us for our race?
Apparently.
Sounds a bit racist to me.
I'm white. I don't know. It's unforgivable. So we're going to play your music in a moment. Can we bring up? So she sent me a bunch of her music. Yeah, if you had to so can we bring up the last one, Deb? She sent me a bunch of her SoundCloud shit. Let's check out what her rap music sounds like, shall we?
Okay.
She's got a SoundCloud account. Let me stop my screen. You got them on your end, Deb?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, cool. In the meantime, let me check the donos. Okay, cool. Okay. We're caught up. Let's see. It's 5.
I think I prefer the silence to her. Whatever her music sounds like, I'd just like to be the first to say I don't like it.
All right, I'm about to put it on. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I don't care about your channel. What? That's all you care about. It does
Bro, I don't
not
have a channel.
interest
You
me.
fucking nigger.
Don't do that.
Whoa! That's a disgraced state trooper right there.
You want a strike? Stop that.
Oh, how come they don't get a strike?
Because you're special. I don't know.
I'm special. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. The hell was that? Yeah, true. Okay. Do we? I was just.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
Okay. That was a really hard R. Really
hard. As hard as they come.
Not good.
I will say this: when she did come in the show in the week, she did have, I don't know, what can only be described in Britain as a cracking set of tits. But that's all she had going for her, I'll be honest.
Cracking set. Okay.
She was only the welder's daughter, but she had a acetylene tip.
That's not good. That was horrible.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah, let's dance.
Yeah. Turn up.
Turn up. Yeah, I'm screaming. Turn up.
Turn up. We're still waiting for her.
What is this?
We're still waiting for her. When does she come in?
Okay.
Little cities yelling turn up cause our niggas came and showed up. Yo, fuck these hood rats straight up. Now it's time to really pour up. It's time to get real fucked up, even though some will just throw up. Are we exhausted? Hell no, I'm just smoking on that ganja. Of course my name is Nana. Now pass me my fucking liquor. I'll be a sugar mama as long as you play the papa. Now papa smack my tata cause I know you really wanna. Maybe be my dada. Oh shit, now did I say that? As soon as you wake up is as soon as we get turned up. Behind the speakers walls, just grind on the end.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
Juno.
Okay, I've heard enough. Okay. So she sent us 6 songs, and that was actually the best.
Michael Giannetti, all is forgiven.
Yeah, I'd rather hear Giannetti. I'd rather
listen to Giannetti.
I'd rather listen to Michael Giannetti rap about killing me than I would that ever again. And that's pretty much all he raps about. Toto, Wizard, Wicked Witch of the East, blog that. I miss Giannetti. You know it's been
still better than that shite with just pouring in our ears there.
I wish that girl would date Giannetti. And then the world would be.
No, but imagine the offspring. God alive.
You know what that
would be a poor, disturbed transgender baby.
Oh my God, I could. Oh my God. Okay. So don't play the tape I just played, Deb. Is you saying that's
no.
Okay, we don't need that.
No.
Okay, we don't need
We've all
that.
heard
Okay.
that. Everyone's seen it. Everyone's heard it.
Yeah, we played it for comment about the disgraceful racism from a disgraced, already disgraced former state trooper.
Just horrified. Okay. All right. Anyway, so that's like a bootleg Cardi B, basically, the situation that we're going on.
That was Cardi Z.
Should I call
it any further down the alphabet than that?
No. She's gonna. I don't know. She's done with you. She said.
Yeah, but I've got to call her. We got to give her one last chance to come on the live show. Naomi, where'd she go? Has she read my message?
She might like David. I don't know.
Hey,
she might. Yeah, know. There you go. Let's see if she likes British. Technically, you're British, right?
I'm British. Yeah.
Well, Welsh and British.
I'm Welsh. I'm British. and European.
Excellent. Come on, answer.
I'm a citizen of the world.
Wonder what that racist guy thinks of her. I know. That guy, by the way, he did not like my Black History Month post that I did the other day. He was not a fan. He had a bunch of comments underneath there. He was not.
DFS Donovan, nobody likes David. That's true. Nobody does like me, and I like no one else.
That guy hates Jews. He really. And by the way, there's a Red Sox.
They've taken over the world, according to him. Yeah.
And by the way, you know, there's the Red Sox 2013 draft pick. He just got cut from the team. I got to show you this video.
No.
So, this came up in my feed, and they were like, Red Sox cut player for racist, homophobic posts, anti-Semitic. I'm like, you know what that means? He's probably conservative. Then I go to his page. It's like, oh shit, this guy's wild. So check this guy out. This is the Red Sox 2013 draft pick.
Is this the Nazi guy that we had on the? Yeah.
No, this is like this guy played for the Red Sox.
Oh, right.
So this guy is his name is Bret Nerzer. He goes.
Well, what else would he be called?
He says, let's see. These are some of his posts that he makes. I think why is the best question. Why is homosexuality wrong? Well, okay, I don't even know. Call me homophobic, but Paul Walker is hot. Okay, that's interesting.
That's not homophobic. That's very homosexual.
People are telling me. So he just got cut by the Red Sox because of his tweets. And somebody goes, "You're gonna be working at McDonald's." He goes, "I'm willing to work at McDonald's." The pride of tweets like this is profound. This guy has lost his fucking mind. He was the Red Sox 3rd round draft pick. And so let's see. Some of these. Okay, I'll go along. Somebody goes. So some guy named Chad Jennings I'm told the Red Sox have officially released former third-round pick Bret Nerzer following a series of racist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic posts on Twitter. And he goes, I'll go along with racist and homophobic, but anti-Semitic, that's too far. Bloom, who's the GM for the Red Sox, is a hypocrite and an embarrassment to any Torah-following Jew. Then he goes, Then somebody goes, don't forget to check Facebook. It has my favorite content. This guy's just like, and then somebody goes, you're a racist. This is his response. I am a racist. I do sometimes make assumptions based on a person's race, ethnicity, and culture. I'm glad it's out of the way. This guy's on the Red Sox.
Oh my God.
What? They drafted whenever you see something like this, you just assume that they're like
perhaps it was him shouting at Adam Jones.
Apparently. I don't know. He's like literally just shitting on the Red Sox. I mean, yeah, you assume it's like an Adam Jones situation.
Yeah.
They're making it up. It's like, no, this guy's just out there. He's like, yo, I'm racist as fuck.
Well, turns out he is an actual racist.
Yeah, who knew? Who knew? Okie dokie. All right, so
people in the comments, everyone's telling me, saying when I come to Massachusetts, they all want to play me at darts for some reason.
Apparently. So why don't we go ahead, guys, and we'll do the last Turtleboy. If you guys have any questions you have, fire away. Anything you guys want to talk about? Do we have any trolls tonight? Do we boop the trolls? It's been quiet. Troll free. It's nice. Not that I give a shit, but anybody have any questions? Fire away.
Apparently he hasn't played in 2 years. He's probably been down in the minors.
Because of the COVID situation, they said, yeah.
Oh, there was also that, yeah.
Okay.
When can David come to the US? I am definitely coming one day. One day. When I've saved up enough money, I'm coming to Massachusetts without a shadow.
Yeah. No updates on Monica. Prisby has blocked me, so I can't call him. If Trump is reelected, would Putin have uninvaded? No, I don't think he would have invaded. I do not think he would have invaded. Most polls are showing that people don't think that either. There is something about Trump, the crazy factor. Like that's what the unpredictability of Donald Trump, and just like, remember he tweeted out like,
yeah, other leaders were definitely nervous of him. That's for sure.
Let me read to you guys a tweet that Donald Trump put out about Iran in 2019. Like, people forget, I miss this kind of foreign policy. This is an actual quote from the President of the United States directed toward a country. He goes, and he writes it on Twitter of all places, of course, because that's what we do now. He says, to Iranian President Rouhani, and then he does all caps. He goes, never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences, the likes of which few throughout history. Hold on. The likes of which, actually, I got to do it in Trump voice. Never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences, the likes of which few throughout history have ever suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented words of violence and death. Be cautious. He tweets out like,
there's no gray areas there, are there?
And you know what Iran didn't do after that? Fuck with us. Ever. They just didn't fuck with us. So there's something, I mean, that's crazy, right? But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you need a crazy leader because, like, you want these, like, Putin's a fucking killer. And I feel like he's like, that motherfucker might actually hit the button. That motherfucker's crazy.
He's crazy.
So we'll just wait. Yeah. We'll bring Joe in here, and Joe gets in there. And the first thing he's talking about is our army is diverse, equity, and inclusion. Oh, and Putin's like,
by the way, have your Nord Stream 2 pipeline and have regained control of the world's gas that Trump took off you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they let transgenders, and they got rid of all the unjabbed people, so they're out.
Of course. Yeah. What was that question before about? It said something like, "Does David ever shoot the boot?" And I don't know what that means.
What does that mean? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about Trump's speech tonight? I didn't see it. Did he give a speech tonight? I didn't see it.
Well, Large Marge is another one. Challenge me to darts. 501. Yeah, straight start, double finish. 501, best of 5.
Who's Cheryl Lawless? You know who that is. I mean, is that a real question? Let's see. He spoke at CPAC. I didn't.
Submarine.
I didn't know he spoke at CPAC. I'll have to watch it afterwards. I'm sure it's surprised he's not trending on Twitter. So it was a good speech.
When you score a try after the game, you have to chug beer over. Oh yeah, no, you get man of the match and dick of the day. Yeah, you have to drink. Well, normally it's not out of a boot. It's normally a pint of Guinness with a Bailey's depth charge in it.
There you go. You guys have a fascinating
There's
culture.
Lots of post-match drinking. Yeah.
How do you guys drink that much? And like
practice.
Apparently, I don't know. And you're functional, and you keep your kids.
Oh
I don't
God,
know.
no. Well, yeah, we keep our kids because we're decent, rational human beings. That even when we're drunk, we're not that stupid.
Laura says, "Were you going to play that clip? Are you talking about the N-word clip that the disgraced state trooper said on the show? I mean, it's extremely racist, and quite frankly, if you're associating yourself with racism like that, saying the N-word." The fact that a person like that could ever have a badge and a gun is scary. I did the world a favor by getting rid of that state trooper because that's dangerous. I mean, it's extremely racist to have, to have a race. It's extremely dangerous like that to have a racist like that pulling people over. If you were black, would you want to be around that person? That's scary and dangerous. You should see the comments she's made to me about like her dogs liking the taste of black people. Oh, I have messages like that too.
Very bizarre.
I've never published them, but she knows they exist. So maybe we'll publish them someday. We'll see.
Cherokee girl I know she's a big fan of mine, and therefore I'm biased, but she makes a good point. Speaking of Twitter, Putin isn't banned yet. They banned Donald Trump, who didn't invade anybody.
They did. That's true. That's a great point. I know. Like Donald Trump did nothing except talk.
And he's off Twitter. Yeah.
And he lied. I mean, he lied about a lot of shit. Sure. He didn't hurt anyone. And then you're right. And Putin's literally invading countries, and they're like, do you guys think? Laura, do you think I should?
Taliban are still on Twitter as well.
Yeah. Do you think I should play that tape? What's the downfall of playing it? Let me think pros and cons here. Because again, I'm just doing this because I'm against racism. That's the only reason I would play it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably play it under fair comment.
Yeah, you could play it under that, but she says the N-word. And will the algos pick that up? Will we get in trouble for that? Because we're not saying it. I don't know how that works. What do you guys think? Should I play the tape? Let's vote in the comments. Do you guys think I should play the tape? Vote 1 if yes. Vote 2 if no. Because again, do I even want to give these people attention? But again, it was just so abhorrent.
That's
Laura says do it.
Laura says do it. Okay, I trust Laura.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me play this video here. Everyone's like, play it, but you guys are like,
no. Laura said, "Don't ask me." Actually, never mind.
Don't ask her. What do you think? What do you think, Deb? You're a pretty good.
God damn it! I don't know. If we're not going to get blocked, then sure. But
I'm not worried. I mean, if they didn't get in trouble for it, Connie says it on his channel.
Yeah, look what they did to Joe Rogan.
That's true. And he does say it all the time. He really does.
He does, and it's like so. This is a fair use thing. This is a we are against racism thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Cherokee girl said that the algos stop listening after 2 hours. Has it been? No, not yet. In 7 minutes, it'll be 2 hours.
So this is, again, this is very offensive. We are an anti-racist channel. And that is why we are choosing to play this, to highlight racism. Because when we see racism, guys, we call it out. So again, this is what racism sounds like. Actually, I got to check my settings here. Audio. Let me mute myself.
Care about your channel.
Oh, we muted it.
You guys couldn't hear that audio?
No, I heard
we heard the start up to the word channel, then it disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, let me so again, this is on people what is the context? You know the context. Okay, I'm not even going to say the context. You can hear the characters in here. You know the context.
It's a disgraced former state trooper who shall not be named, talking about Constantino.
Yes. So this is a former Massachusetts state trooper who was forced to resign in disgrace, if you will, and sharing her thoughts about people of color. Let me play this.
Care about your attention. I don't care about your channel.
But that's all you care about.
It does
Bro,
not
I have a channel, you
interest
stupid
me.
fucking nigger.
Whoa!
Unbelievable.
I don't want nothing from it. I don't want nothing
Okay,
from Brett. I
so
don't
David,
want
when you
nothing
hear
from
that, right? Like
Yeah.
that is not the first time you've said that. Like that just the way that came out so
that
naturally.
tripped off the tongue way too easily, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is so uncomfortable and so like, oh my god! Like I said, it came out,
even the other people on the show reacted like intake of breath. They couldn't believe what they just heard.
but notice that nobody was like, that's not cool. Like no, I mean, talk about like, where's Ed Prisby? We need people to speak out against racism when they hear it. Okay?
Yeah, but they only want to make up racism. They don't want to confront actual racism because real racists don't care when you call them a racist. Calling someone who isn't racist is a weapon, and it only works on people who aren't racist because it is such an heinous crime. But real racists don't care. They wear it like a badge of honor. That's the trouble.
And not a single person was like, that's not cool. Not a single person. So this must be some sort of white supremacist channel. I'm not sure.
Could be.
But the fact, again, that this human
Clan
being
channel
previously had a badge and a gun. And again, I've seen messages from this person before that have said that, like, my dog likes the taste of black people. Like, I shit you not. And then brought a dog for some reason, a man-eating dog, to a protest against racism outside the Boston police station, and the dog almost bit a black guy. Like, we got video of it. Go watch the live stream. So that is fucking scary. Like, when I heard that, guys, I was like, oh my god. And people are saying it's whose channel.
Whereas if the dog had been trained properly,
No, don't worry about that.
It would have bitten Brian Biggio instead.
No, that's not. So they're basically listening to a tape of Connie. Connie's a guy we've written about before. I don't know. Is Connie white?
He's white.
He's kind. I mean, he looks a little tan.
No, he's not tan at all. Like,
he's not. Okay. Well,
no,
whatever.
He's called Constantino, which sounds like he may be of some sort of extraction.
He's Greek.
Yeah,
Greek.
So they play that
feta cheese Connie.
Feta cheese Connie. So they're playing that tape of Connie because apparently that's a topic of conversation after 3 years. So they're playing that, and your first reaction is like, I'm gonna call him that. Like, you could call again. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it one more time.
He says, I don't care about your channel, and she says, you don't even have a channel, you stupid effing N-word.
So again, we'll play it one more time.
Care about your attention. I don't care about your channel.
But that's all you care about.
It does
Bro, I
not
don't have a channel, you
interest
stupid
me.
fucking nigger.
Like,
Whoa!
dude.
Oh.
No, I don't want nothing from Brett. I don't want nothing from Brett. I don't want nothing from Kate. Okay?
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. Like, how do you think you're doing that in front of people on a YouTube live stream? On a YouTube live stream. I don't know where this individual works now, but it should certainly be sent to their employer. That person should be unemployed, canceled, destitute.
People have been cancelled for far less than that. That's for sure.
I know. I mean, this is an anti-racist channel, an anti-racist show that we run at Turtleboy. We have no tolerance for that sort of language against our fellow man.
In any state, even if they're in, the Carolinas or somewhere.
Like I said, you could call him and we all know who that person is. Check the Turtleboy top 50 blogs of all time, number 2. We all know who that person is, and that is shameful, absolutely shameful, racist behavior. And if you're associating with that and you're not speaking out against racism, then that says a lot about you too, especially if you own like a photography business or something like that, and you're complaining about me hurting your brand. Maybe don't hang out with racists. I don't know. Like it's not a good look. Okay, it's not a good look to be associated with racism. So that's it. So that's my anti-racist jab of the night. Anybody else have any question? I know I hate him too, Lucky. I hate him so much. I hate racist people. She's an angry elf. Yeah, like they're defending her, calling like you're like she's the victim. Like I'm the racist. Like no, this is an actual racist LG. We all know she is. Someone is upset you asked me. Just to clarify, it's your oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, Laura's like my mentor. She's my protege, I guess, or I'm her protege. So I go to her for advice. So I trust her advice. That's all. Like if something was a really bad idea, she would tell me. She'd be like, "That's a fucking horrible idea. What are you thinking?" David, let me ask. Oh, you read my mind, Dad.
I got it.
How did you find Turtleboy?
What's that say? How did I find Turtleboy? Well, I've told this story a couple of times on the air, Kristen, but I'll tell you once very briefly. I was doing an internet search, couldn't even tell you what for. And a lot of websites at my work, where I used to work, were blocked. You could only find certain things. And an article came up near the top of the search, and I thought, what on earth is that? And I clicked on it, and I discovered the story of good old Deirdre Hall, a.k.a. Rockland's finest, bobbing for bonus. And I read the blog, and I found myself laughing out loud all the way through. So I read the other bobbing for bonus blogs that were linked to it, and that was it. I was hooked. I spent the next 3 weeks in all my spare time at work reading through the whole history of Turtleboy blog. And here I am.
Well, there we go. You went down the rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
God, I've never come up from it, have I?
Yeah.
I drank that potion that made me very, very small.
Okay.
Luckily, there's tablets to rectify that.
Hey, I'm not always right. You don't put no, you're a person. Everybody makes mistakes, but I think you have good instincts. Just saying. Anyway, anybody else have any other questions?
Yeah, I have. I've got a question. Whatever happened to all the people involved in the bobbing for bonus? So I know Deirdre Hall disappeared. She may have even left the state or whatever. But was Eddie Porkchop still on the whatever it was, the town council?
No, he had to resign. He had to resign in disgrace. There was a huge thing.
He resigned as well. Oh, good.
And he was just chugging water one time. He drank like a gallon of water at one meeting, and then he resigned.
Wasn't that the story of the After Davids as well? I'm sure that was in that one.
That was.
And they first used that in a meeting, didn't they?
The After David. DFS Donovan says, "Why am I interested in Turtleboy being located in Colorado? Because he's honest." Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Laura's the voice of reason, but she's a southern voice of reason. Oh, blimey, Governor.
Blimey, yeah.
That was
Laura,
the worst Cockney accent I've ever done. I've done British
Brits.
Ratchet, which sounds far more like Laura than that thing.
Laura, whenever Laura asks a question, she always ends every question with "yeah?" ? She goes, so we'll be you'll be broadcasting tonight at 9, yeah?
That's like Gordon Ramsay. He does that too.
She ends every sentence every time she asks a question. She always ends with a comma, yeah? ? Yeah. I guess that's just how the Brits do. Okay. Anybody else have any more questions they want to ask? Anyone have any more questions? Yeah. No more questions. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess
that's
call
a good
it
question. How did Laura find Turtleboy? Because she was here long before I was.
Yeah, you got here in 2018, and she was here before.
Yeah,
you were here before
the
face. Yeah. You were here before we had the big Facebook page, Dave. Like that's really old school. You got here after the. We lost that Facebook page almost 5 years ago. Like how crazy is that?
Yeah, that was before my time. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, what's 13 King saying? Yeah, we had a good audience tonight. And again, we just talk about funny shit on with actual stories. There will be new content. That's the beauty of Turtleboy is the content will be different next week. Like whatever we're doing, there'll be new stories next week. We won't have to talk about we won't take some Ratchet and then just talk about them for 3 years in a row. We're not going to.
She got it from a Facebook friend. There you go. And they're from
the
Woo. They were from the Woo.
Yeah. And Josh Abrams brought me in. So Josh Abrams, I don't know if he's a liar or if he's just fucking with me, but he seems a lot more mature lately. I had a conversation with him, and I'm like, I swear to God, I don't know if he wants me saying this, but basically he's just like, I'm kind of sick of the whole cop block auditing thing. He's like, I'm looking to do more different content, but he's like, my audience wants that. So he's in a tough position because he's built this audience. That's there for
he's trapped within his own brand by the sound of it. Yeah,
he is. That's a good way of putting it. He's literally trapped within his own brand. So I think he's looking to do more different, exposing shit. But he's just but that's not what his audience is there for. So we'll see. He's in a tough situation. Turtleboy on Odyssey. I don't think
not as tough as he was when he was being arse raped by Billy Tibbetts. That was a much tougher situation.
Well, things have changed. Yeah.
Well, he's no longer in prison, so yeah.
Yes, that's true. And neither is Billy, but he'll end up
true.
back.
Also true.
That's a good question. Who do you think is more likely to go back to jail first? Josh Abrams
Tibbetts is completely insane. Billy's mental.
One if Abrams, two if Tibbetts, because I say Tibbetts. I think
two
Tibbetts.
All day long Tibbetts for me. Yeah, mad as a mongoose, that guy.
Yeah. Okay. Tibbetts, everybody's like Tibbetts. Okay.
Tibbetts. Yes.
Yeah, it's like no doubt about it. So anyway, there isn't a single vote for
Giannetti.
Because everybody knows like Tibbetts is out of his fucking mind. I mean, he's could just go
out of his gourd, man.
But I'll tell you one thing about Tibbetts. He's not going to go Giannetti. He's not going to start snitching. Like Tibbetts would never snitch ever.
No.
Like he takes pride in that. He does. I say Giannetti. All right. So any more questions, guys, before we call tonight? Teresa says she can't wait for Ratchet Madness for sure. That's only a month or so away. Ratchet Madness will be here. We'll see who the contenders are. I haven't even looked at the list to analyze it. The question is, will we allow
March Madness as well, of course?
Oh, actual basketball. Yeah, that too.
Actual March Madness. Yeah, I came fourth last year. I didn't know anything about college basketball, and I just put down random teams and came fourth.
You never have to.
That's what I do all the time. I'm like,
I picked Gonzaga to win it all. I think they did, which helped hugely.
He is. Like, I have a video. I got to play this video of Tibbetts driving over that the bridge in Boston there. What's the bridge that lights up over the Charles River? Zakem. Thank you. He's videoing. Is that
the one in the film, the Mark Wahlberg film?
Yes.
Got to get
it's like they always show it, and it takes you to the TD Garden basically. So he's driving. He's like got his hand on the wheel, and he's hanging out of his fucking car like crazy, and he's videoing himself. He's going like this, and he's on the fucking highway driving a car like it's fucking wild. This guy, like he's gonna die soon. Like he's fucking crazy, that guy. Absolute insane. Tibbetts has been behaving. How's my mom? She's good, man. She's she's going through chemo. So thank God for modern medicine. That's all I'll say about that. Okay. All right. So I guess we will. I don't have the video, Heidi, on me. I'll find it. Maybe we'll play it another time. But it's a wild fucking video. I got to show you sometime. All right. Any other questions? I guess we'll just call it a night. It's getting a little bit late. But thank you guys for all the whatever happened to the guy in the van. I forgot about that guy. I forgot about that fucking guy. I forgot about him. There's so many to remember. I didn't. Okay, Brianna. So Brianna, she's the chick. I didn't have time to get to that story tonight, but I will say this. So I did that. The update. We have an update on the Nashua Craft Vendor story. So Brianna is the person. She's a vendor, or one of the vendors, I think. I don't know if she's the one that contacted me. A couple of people did. And they told me that like they make these crafts and they're selling them in this store in the Pheasant Lane Mall, and the owners are not paying them unless they publicly shame them. Like it's like if you post negative reviews about them, they'll be like, "Hey, can you take this down?" They've written bad checks that bounce to vendors, and they make up excuses. They're always in Oklahoma or Colorado or something when you need them. So I write about it and I contact them first, in fairness, and they didn't get back to me. They had nothing to say. And then I write about it, and they're like, "Well, this isn't fair. You didn't contact us," they said. What the fuck? You didn't get back to me. What do you want me to say? I'm not going to deadline, buddy. Sorry.
Perhaps if you'd written a bad review with them, they'd have contacted you.
Yes, apparently. Maybe I should have done that first. They've all taken down their Facebook pages. The Handmade Inn has basically disappeared from the internet, which is never a good sign. You're probably not running.
Delete and retreat is an admission of guilt.
Dude, pay your fucking, like if you're writing bounce checks, like we need to like, why is your account almost on empty anyway? They're like, like we're not rich.
They've sold all the merchandise.
Yeah, you've sold it. So why is your account empty? Where'd the money go? Like,
exactly.
This is a fucking business. Pay your fucking bills. Shut up. So anyway, that's I'm sorry I didn't get to that story. We ran out of time. But that is definitely I feel like we got a little justice out of that. So people were warned not to do that. Just be wary of these people. I don't like scammers. People, people make crafts. They put a lot of It's their craft. They put a lot of time and effort into it, and they're paying you. They're renting you for a shelf. You're selling it. You're making money off it, right? You're taking 3 to 5%, whatever the take is, and then give them what they're owed. Period.
No, they're taking 100% the take so far.
So court next month. I actually have court on Monday against this guy named Brother Branch. It's a long story. I'll explain that one later. But not till April 29th is the Chrissy court date. So I've been threatened. Apparently, they don't want me to come. They're gonna. A former racist, disgraced state trooper claims that she's going to get arrested and assault me there.
Well, she's not a former racist. She's a current racist.
No, she's a current racist, but a former state trooper.
But
we will not. I will not be intimidated. Let me just put it that way. I will be in court that way. Justice for the court system. No more felony wiretapping. I'm anti-felony wiretapping.
Are you likely to be called as a witness in that?
I will be if she's dumb enough to take it to trial.
Then that's witness intimidation, threatening you to come to court.
Yeah, I mean, add
that to the list of crimes.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what? I'm not. Whatever. It's like whatever. It's like if you want, like, I'm not going to be intimidated by that. I'll be there. And I'm not going to be scared. If you're that much of a loser, remember, you've moved on with your life. You've moved to like North Carolina or some shit. But you're going to fly back for fucking court dates. You obviously have a lot going for you in life. So I'll be there for justice. This individual again, Chrissy, the one, yes, currently under investigation for revenge porn that you might, of yours truly, you might have seen it out there. But I will be absolutely getting justice for, I don't even know who the victim is here. I guess Hadass. I don't want to say justice for Hadass because she's fucking nuts. I don't really give a shit. But I'm just there. I'm there to set the record straight. That's all I'm saying. I'm there to set the record straight because, again, and I'd like to point. People will say, I've seen some of these morons say, "Well, you knew about it. You set her to do it." Yeah, show the evidence that I did because you got nothing. I didn't send anyone to do shit. I got a ton of messages that I haven't even shown yet that show the exact fucking opposite. And by the way, she's facing 2 felony charges. She hates me. So at any point, she could throw me under the bus and say, actually, he made me do it. Here's the evidence. Why hasn't she done that? That's what you'd ask yourself if you were a smart person. But you're not smart. You're a fucking moron, which is why you hang out with racists and white supremacists who say the N-word on YouTube. That's what you do. So there you go. All right. I am a truth teller. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Anything else, guys, before we call it a night?
She moved in. She hadn't moved in with Langdon Steele down there or something, had she?
No.
Imagine that if that had actually happened, if they'd been and become an item. Dear God, that's terrifying.
Oh my God. Well, they had, they never met. They never actually met.
They just exchanged messages, yeah.
Well, it's like they're kind of
marry him.
Well, one pretended to be a cop, the other pretended to be a fucking heroic soldier. They're both obsessed with themselves.
They're both fantasists.
They're both putting themselves there and being like, I'm so tough and blah blah blah. It's like they're both just frauds. So like they don't. Neither of them knows how to fucking handle a dog. So
no, true.
Yep. Anyway,
the Badge Bunny and Full Metal Jackoff. What a couple they would have made.
For Mott. I would love to see you in person, my guy, but I think we both know you're not going to do shit either. So
no, just another shit talker.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd love it. I would love to meet you in person at County of Vermont. And that's not a threat either. I would actually love to meet you. I love to meet the fans. And you're a fan. You're a super fan because you're here every fucking show.
Every week, every show.
I'll be here Tuesday. You're going to be here too. You know why?
All you need to do is take the O out of your name and you'd be accountability.
Absolutely.
Yeah, works much better. Accountability.
I mean, it probably would have worked out better if she had gone with Lenny.
Maybe not for him.
I know. Well, she would have been the perfect, I mean, it would have lasted a couple months, but all of Langdon Steele's victims didn't deserve that. They were all nice people.
Yeah.
She actually deserved Langdon Steele.
Yeah, he would have met her his match for real.
It would, I mean, I should have let that happen. I should have honestly.
Seriously.
With hindsight, yeah.
Next time I'll mind my own goddamn business.
Okay. 2 fantasist narcissists together. Oh my God, what a terrible, terrible mix.
Okay. So clarify the days and times. So Tuesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. Turtle Club is Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. 9:30. Mass Graves. Yeah, we had a lot of fun tonight, guys. We've had a lot. How many guys? I mean, that's your. Who knows? Who knows? I'm clean. Let me just put it that way. I'm clean. All right. Believe me, I made sure. All right. Any other questions, guys? Why don't we just call it? It's 11:20. It's a little late. So thank you guys all for joining us. Thank you for the donos. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all you do. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. How many likes we got on this so far? 119.
Brother. Oh, I'll add mine. You got 118 there. Yeah. I've liked it now, so that's 119. There you go.
Oh, 121. Now we're okay. So now keep liking that. And do me a favor, leave a comment after the show as well. Those help with the algorithm.
Oh, yeah, that helps the algos, absolutely.
Let us know what you
Apparently, I'm being accused of stealing the show with my quick wit. That doesn't happen very often. It's like slow wit.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday night. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Peace.
Good night.